What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, it's your boy Rashid. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any type of time whatsoever. You guys see the graphics, you see the actual thumbnail of the show. Cam Thomas quells concerns over fit with the strong performance of the T-Wolves. Now, I was just listening for about a good 40-something minutes on another channel. We call it the Cam Thomas Glazing channel, man. That's what we're gonna call it. And everybody's all hyped because if you look at the numbers that Cam Thomas put up, I mean, it was really, really good. He was efficient, 30-something points. I think it was like 14, 15 shot attempts. So yeah, I mean, he looked really, 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 really good. But again, I just don't think, and I'm not trying to hate over here, but let's keep it a buck, right? If this was a 7-game series, right, do you really think the Brooklyn Nets, as currently constructed, can beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in a 7-game series? Now we're going to talk about the game. I was watching most of it, and like I was saying on the last live stream, like the other night, I think it was like Christmas night. I don't know what's going on with the Timberwolves, man. Now, like Rudy Gobert, like he looks lost out there. I mean, it's just like defensively, he doesn't really get Brooklyn go crazy. It was good, man. So he doesn't really give you much, offensively. Like in basketball, you got to play both sides of the basketball, man. I mean, with him out there, it's just like 5-on-4 basketball. So if I was the Minnesota like head coach, I would like really somewhat match up with the Brooklyn Nets, and I would put Jaden McDaniels as my 5, and then give more Naz Reid in there. Oh man, I don't know, man. You go over to the Cam Thomas Glazing channel, man. They're saying like, hell no, we can't trade Cam. He had one good game, and Cam Thomas is just like, hey, listen, if guys aren't going to really play defense like that, I mean, I can go into the NBA. If you're not going to really play defense, you guys see the All-Star games. Nobody plays defense. Everybody's efficient, man. Everybody's scoring. You'll see Kyrie Irving in the All-Star game. I mean, he'll have good efficiency numbers. If nobody's going to play defense like that, then yeah, everybody's going to score pretty much. And you'll see, I remember last year, Gary Trent Jr., he had like 25 points on 12 shot attempts. The next 3 or 4 games, that didn't happen again. Because why? Because teams are actually really, really starting to play defense. I mean, everybody who has ever played basketball, right? A lot of times you're not really playing hard like that. And some kid that you could lock up, I mean, he'll wind up busting your ass, but I mean, you're not really playing defense like that. And then you start really playing defense. Like again, like I said, we got to see Cam Thomas really kind of do this on like in a 7-game series. And let's look at the box scores real quick. And this let me see something here. Hold on 1 minute. Box scores was actually, really, really impressive from the Brooklyn Nets. But like I said, again, and for the people that are coming into the show, I don't want to get too hyped about this because I've been disappointed plenty of times in the past. I got my hopes up, like for instance, when the Brooklyn Nets had the Darren Williams and Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and they beat the Miami Heat 4 times in one season. I was calling into radio shows. I said, the Brooklyn Nets are winning the championship. They beat LeBron James, and what happened in the playoffs? They only won 1 game. So I'm just not getting my hypes up. I'm not getting overhyped. I'm sorry. And it talks to me, says, I'm hyped. Yes, I don't blame you, man. I'm trying to be positive over here, but I also want to be real, man. So let's look at the box scores over here, man. I mean, the team pretty much, and I want to give like Nick Claxton his flowers. I mean, he's been playing really, really, really well. I mean, it took me like going out, like trashing him for 2-something years, man. I can go back and look at the video catalog I've been making. I don't know, man. Talk to me. I mean, they put in Michael Porter Jr. in trade talks, man. So you may actually want to rethink about firing Sean Marks because I think he's actively out there trying to destroy the team, man. So, damn, where was I, man? All right, I didn't plan on doing a show tonight, so I'm just going really off the top of my head. I don't have any notes or anything like that, man. So let's look at the box scores. Oh, I was on Nick Claxton. So Nick Claxton is actually really, really playing well, man. He's going to the rim. I mean, pretty much everything I talked about for the last couple of years. At least like being able, Iceman, what's good, man? Being able to actually, go to the basket, use his quickness against like bigger, slower centers because he's like 215 pounds. Let's say 215, 220 player one. What's good, man? Jonathan, what's going on? And he's able to really kind of use his quickness out there, man, and exploit even like what's his name? Rudy Gobert, man. So he's actually really won a matchup. So Rudy Gobert really had, and I'm so shocked because every matchup that we've seen Nick Claxton for the past 2 years go against, would that be a starting center, a third string center, or a second string center, a backup center, all these guys will have career nights. So he actually has Rudy Gobert, he holds Rudy Gobert, who's a starting center, and I think he's being paid as one. I forgot how much money he was actually making, man. How much Rudy Gobert is actually making, but he is like I guess a decent quality center, but holds him to 6 points, and I know they don't look to him for offense, but like I don't know what's going on with the coaching staff over there, man. Like you got to give Rudy Gobert some touches and try to incorporate him into the offense more. 6 points is atrocious, man. It really is. And he goes 2 for 6, and he just, like I said, he doesn't provide you really anything out there, man. He just doesn't do anything out there. But like, listen, shout out to Nick Claxton for finally winning a head-to-head matchup, man. It's about time. Now, I don't know if we actually really keep him, like sell high while stock is actually really high, or just actually really keep him. Because I said, my thing with Nick Claxton, it was really more or less it was just really more his size going up against bigger guys. But you guys heard me in the past actually say, well, that can work that can work to his advantage too. And he's really starting to use it. So, all right, let's get back to the meat of the actual show with Cam Thomas, right? So, do I like Cam Thomas? The post over here is pretty much saying that he actually, and listen, I stole your article, New York Post. I just changed it up a little bit, but they're saying that he actually quells the concerns over the Nets fit with the strong return from injury. All right, so basically, all right, I'm still be on the same thing I said with about Cam Thomas. It's just I do not like his size. There was trade packages talking about Anthony Simons really coming over to the Brooklyn Nets via trade or something like that. Again, I just do not like his size. The average height in the NBA is 6'6", 6'7". So and a lot. It's not like it's just regular 6'7", non-athletic guys. It's 6'7", 6'8", hyper athletic guys, man. And I just don't think Cam Thomas really can actually play through the physicality, especially like in a 7-game series where the referees actually swallow the whistles. He just and this like I said, this concerns, right, in terms of like the more minutes you give Cam Thomas, like the extra responsibility where he actually has to play defense for longer periods of time, and try to produce offensively for longer periods of time, then it just doesn't look good, man. So it's and the 20 minutes he actually had, and there's a lot of players like that right there. I remember Patty Mills, you try to play him too many minutes in a game, it doesn't look good. But if you can get him out there for 15, 20 minutes, I mean, there's a lot of players out there that's like Landry Shaman is one of those guys. You don't want to be playing him 35 minutes a game, because the more games they actually play, the worse it actually looks. So if like Cam Thomas can stay right around this 20 to 25 minute like spurt right here. This is really, really pretty good. But then again, that's not a max guy right there, man. You're not gonna pay nobody 115, $100 million, and he can't really give you 35 productive minutes right there, man. So a lot of the people who saying that, like over here, actually, let me finish with the box scores over here. Let me finish with that. And let's see. So, and also the Day'Ron Sharpe actually played extremely well. I don't know why they got him as a -4 in the plus minus department. Is that actually accurate right there, man? That is insane right there. Because, one of the things I said about Day'Ron in the past, and Jordi Fernandez finally is actually listening. He has a 6'9", 6'8", 265-pound frame. Let him come up and set some high ball screens, man. Let him set some high ball screens. But Cam Thomas on the floor, like you saw, like him, let's say he's playing the 5 position. You have Cam Thomas out there. He's able to screen the guy that's guarding Cam Thomas. The guy that's guarding Day'Ron, normally is going to drop, because Day'Ron is not really a proven 3-point shooter. And then that actually puts Cam Thomas really in a good advantage right there where he can actually hit a wide open 3. Or if that center actually comes up and tries to close out, then like Cam Thomas can really attack the closeout right there and get I guess one of his floaters off, because it depends on like who's coming to rotate over and everything. So, but again, with Cam Thomas, I just look at him against like the other bigger, stronger, more athletic guys around the league. The Jaylen Browns, the Cade Cunninghams, like when the referees decides, listen, we're not going to call every single foul. And normally there is no hand checking in the NBA, but again, there are like little slight hand checks, and Cam Thomas has to be able to like really play through that. And we seen in the Phoenix game that he's not really able to really do that. Once like we had Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal that was actually guarding him. He wasn't really able to do it, like really play through that physicality. And then when they say there's levels to this, and this is one of the reasons why Cam Thomas actually almost went undrafted practically, or like a second round pick, because again, like you have to be able to play through the physicality, man. That's the levels that they're actually talking about. Physicality, length, mainly like physicality. So let me drop the link in for you guys, man. Let's see, I'm gonna be on here for like a couple, like not too long, man. Let's see. I was shoveling snow, man, last night and this morning. I'm dog tired, mentally tired. So, yeah, Jonathan, get on up in here, man. Now Cam Thomas, man, he had a strong performance, man. Do you still want this guy on the team? Is he still bound for China? Like I really think, I think he's a bench guy, 20, 25 minutes. Any more than that, then I don't know, like it just looks bad. We've seen it early in the season. And there was times he had good games like this where he was actually really, playing like, passing the ball, efficient, not taking bad shots.
Hey,
John,
what up, BK?
Yo, man, you a Cam Thomas fan again, or what, Jonathan? I think we were
wrong,
Yo,
Cam Thomas, man.
Let me see. Let me get on the podcast.
What's that?
Yeah, listen. I've been debating. Hell, Breezy don't even want to let me on. Breezy don't want to let me on the show tonight because he don't want me to cook what's going on with this team, man. Listen, at the end of the day, the 4 rookies played tonight. That's good. They're all playing well in their roles for this team. That's a positive. Cam was always a 6th man. Some people still think he's a starter. He has durability issues. He's not a starter. He doesn't play defense. He's not tall. He's not athletic. He should have been a 6-man 4 years ago.
It's not that he doesn't play defense. It's just that against like hyper athletic guys, he just can't. He just doesn't have the physical capabilities.
Just like you've been saying, this is a new league. Height matters. Athleticism matters. being physical matters. Cam Thomas is a gifted young scorer, but he should realize right now that he could have been making money doing this as a sixth man, and now him actually doing this when he's on qualifying offer. This is just so illogical for us right now. It's good that the rookies are getting playing time, but we're now 10-19. Can I be honest with you, BK? We're probably the worst team in NBA history to ever attempt to tank because we're doing things that no tanking team has ever done. Last year, we had a winning record in February. Now we have the best defense and a winning record in December. Like, we're like a year ahead of what we're supposed to be doing.
I gotta disagree with you, Jonathan, on that because, like, if you were guaranteed to get an AJ DeMonster, like we were in a situation that, like last year. I mean, we're gonna keep blowing up the team only to maybe like I gotta look.
We weren't even trying to do that last year. We got the 6th odds because we felt morale wins are where it's at. We're on repeat right now. The only difference is you got MPJ. Claxton is finally playing to his potential after 7 years, and now Cam Thomas is back in the fold. And this is the scary thing. Now you have MPJ as a starter. They could drop 30. Now you have Cam Thomas as a 6-man. They could drop 30. If the Nets team really wants to be in a play-in and gamble the risk of your lottery pick now turning to 11th pick, do that. But that's an absolute failure as a team. We're supposed to be prioritizing the future and the young guys on this team. This just doesn't make sense to me. Like, this isn't sustainable. Respectfully with MPJ, he's playing like an all-star, but is he really going to sustain this with the injuries he's had over the years? I don't feel like that's logical right now.
Let me get CJ and Ice, but they can make a play-in tournament if they're going to be a top 10 defense. They can actually make a play-in
That's not
tournament.
The goal, though, BK. This is not.
Wait, hold
on. There's no guarantee that you're going to get a top 3 pick.
Yo,
There's
Ice.
no guarantee for that. There's no guarantee. Yeah, go ahead, Ice. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. John, you crashing out right now, John.
Man. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. A lot of people are drinking tonight.
There's no fine, perfect way to tank, bro. The point of tanking is for you to improve too, bro. And they're
Tell that to the Spurs,
they're like 3 games back from the worst record, bro. And this is December, bro. They could lose 3 games this week and they'll be back in it, bro.
Do you think they will with Jordi doing this? Jordi has control of this team right now.
But it's not going to be like perfect, like 3 games in a row. It might be okay. We lose 1. 2 teams that ahead of us lose 1, then we'll win 2. And it's like you just gotta, relax, let things happen. Because based on what happened last year in the draft, they're gonna mix it up.
You don't have no control. Listen, actually, you know what? They do have control because the next title of the next show, y'all gonna love the title of this next show, man. Y'all gonna
you making the title Kareem Lopez, man.
Here's the new title. Get a new GM, a new front office.
You making the title Kareem Lopez? BK?
Yeah.
Like, this is just insane to me. Like, I'm just glad that 4 rookies are contributing, playing. That's a highlight for me. But the unfortunately with the Cam Thomas stuff, he's now hitting a stride as a 6-man, but his trade eligibility is till February 5th. So it's like if we were to iron this out years ago with him, there wouldn't be any problems with what he brings on his team.
Let's talk about the game, man. Because Minnesota wasn't playing no damn defense, man. I don't know what they wasn't playing hard. I don't know what was up with their offense. What was up with their defense? They weren't really playing hard. Cam Thomas is not going to have games like this every single night, man, Jonathan. Remember
what a part of it was? Our schedule. I don't know who wrote the schedule, the NBA people, but they gave the Nets so many off days in December that a lot of teams don't have the off days we've had. So we've been fresher, hence why the defense has been a little more crisp. And the Timberwolves, they've been playing a lot. So that's a part of it. Also, at the same time, we were just outworking them. And it seemed like Rudy Gobert.
If you play hard, you will be. And no matter what team you actually play, if you play hard, you will be in games. It's just a matter of closing it. And like I said, how I look at it is this: can the Brooklyn Nets in a 7-game series beat this Minnesota Timberwolves team as currently constructed? What do you think?
I think no. I will say no. I will say no. Minnesota still has a decent starting 5. Their bench, though, like the Timberwolves got something about that bench. That bench tonight, looking at their stat numbers, is atrocious. Cam Thomas outscored their bench, and he outscored some of their starters. So it's like they need to make some moves, that team, because Ant-Man is not going to carry you to a fourth. Ant-Man is not going to carry you to a 4th straight Western Conference final. And I said that Rudy Gobert and Randall are not going to help Ant-Man long term. He literally has to be Superman for this team to even beat the Brooklyn freaking Nets. No, that's how bad that team is in position right now.
Ice. I mean, and CJ, if you have Rudy Gobert out there, man, he's a non-factor offensively, man. It's like playing 5-on-4 basketball. How are you gonna win like that?
Listen,
like,
man, I think
it's like I said what I said. That's that.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what's up with the what's the guy's name on the coach Finch or something like that? What's the guy's name?
Yeah, Coach Finch. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, where's the adjustments at, man? Why you keep putting Rudy Gobert in there? Put Nas Reed in there to start. Like, he actually can cause matchup issues, man. Like, I don't understand, like, why Nas Reed is coming up the bench.
You want to know something, BK? Do not be surprised if Ant-Man asks out of Timberwolves for the next 2 years. If this is where the team's going to start crashing, there's no way he could stay for that. Like, he literally is their only reason why they get into Western Conference Finals. Randall gets exposed in the playoffs. Rudy, he's just horrible in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, man, like the minutes the T-Wolves are in the West, man, and it's just like really – it's a foot race every single night, man. Like, you can easily drop 3 or 4 games in the West. There's just so many good teams in the West right now. And listen, I know I'm over there on Breezy's channel. Everybody's getting all hyped. I'm like, man, what do you think? The T-Wolves are going to win every single game. The Spurs are going to win every game.
BK, like, we can't lie, bro. This team, I mean, the system works, bro. Like, they could steal some games, bro. They could.
Yeah.
Like, and it's working to their benefit because everybody's finding their strength and they're making it work. But in the East, bro, this team, they could touch the 10th seed. They could do it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, though.
If they're going to be a top 10 defense, they probably could. Yeah.
It don't make sense, though.
And it makes sense as well.
Listen, Jonathan, man, you think the players care about AJ Devonsta?
Do you see how good he is in college? I wish someone was on his team right now. BK, if we had that guy on this team right now, I'd be the biggest guy retweeting us kicking this Timberwolves team ass a million times. Literally, I would do that, but I can't because this is very short term. What this is right now, this isn't longevity with this,
bro.
Listen,
you know why it's short term? Because short term is virtual camp times. We don't know if he's going to be here in the next month. Everything that we see is that Sean Mosley's going to pay.
Is not all on camp times, bro.
Yeah, and MPJ, do you expect MPJ to continue this for 2 or 3 years when he wears a brace on his leg just so he don't trip over his own legs? Like, people know this guy Jay or some shit.
If you look at Ben Simmons and his back injuries was constantly.
Oh God, a fisherman! You were praising a fisherman on the show, BK. You need to expunge those past videos. You were idolizing a fisherman. I can't.
Listen, man. MPJ is not meant to be the star. Like, let's say he's here. He got 3 years in his contract. By the time he's on year 3, he's gonna give the reins to the young guy. He's gonna sit back and just sit in the corner and shoot, bro. Everything he's doing now, he's not gonna have the authority to do, bro. That's the point.
You said the right thing.
He's gonna be on a cheap contract. So by the time he's hold on. By the time he's on
Ice, wait. Somebody averaging 25 points on the efficiency that Michael Porter Jr. He's not going to get a cheap contract. I mean, he's at least $80 to $100 million a year.
You said the right thing. He wasn't supposed to be. This was a salary dump. What we did with Johnson, we got to pick just to take MPJ's contract. And when MPJ's done, it's been great. But at the end of the day, just like BK said, and I said this too, if this guy continues what he's doing the next 2 years, say you don't get a top 5 pick, say you don't get an Ant-Man or Giannis to come here to play with MPJ, and he's doing this, you think he's really going to sit back and let this young core take the reins on a cheap deal when he's averaging the crazy points he is? He would have full negotiation rights, and we look like fools.
It make sense for you, bro. 3 years from now, the players that are playing right now are not going to be playing how they're playing now. They're going to be 3 years developed. Number 2, MPJ is 27. Jason Kidd came to the Nets at 28? Number 4, when the young team is developing, they always need that one last veteran piece, and it's going to be him. And you're not going to need to look.
MPJ?
I wouldn't want him as the main focal point.
Exactly. He's not going to be the main focal point. By that time, Igor's going to be developed. All the guys are going to be developed. And that core is going to be, like, for example, everybody who's going to be on top in the NBA is going to be the age of our young guys. All those guys you mentioned in Giannis and all, they're going to be old by that time. They're not going to matter, bro. Like, the free agents are going to be the guys we have. Like, everybody.
I mean, there's a lot of other young Wemby. There's a lot of young.
I just look at the way teams are doing this, you need that franchise guy, a young franchise guy, to be around his team for the next 10 to 15 years. The guys we drafted, I think they could all be decent rotation guys. We've seen Yegor and Wolf have their high moments on this team. We've seen Powell play great defense. Nolan Trio had his best game of the night tonight. He was playing really good defense, BK, throughout most of the game. He was making good passes to Daron. This was Trevor's best game, but still, are any of these four guys we drafted have the franchise potential of a Wemby, a Shea, even a Halliburton? That's where we're really not understanding what the main goal here is.
Hold on. If you could turn those
John
guys
is going on the
into,
casual route, bro.
No, it's not casual. I watched this team for 10 years do this bullshit with us. Okay, I don't mean to cuss like that, but listen, I've seen this team do this for the last 10 years. Everybody's looking back now with 2018 vibes when we were doing the same thing. You know, we had young guys unproven, doing a good thing, no franchise guy. Then we cash in on the franchise guy, screw that up. Now we actually have 5 young prospects, but now we're pushing the MPJs, the Claxtons. Is this sustainable?
Hold on. And all it really tanked.
No, you want mediocrity. I don't. That's the difference.
Hold on.
So just because I'm not agreeing with you is mediocrity?
No, because you're not listening to my facts. You think I'm just crashing out when I'm giving real facts. We don't have a franchise guy.
All right. I'm gonna give you the scenario right here. Listen to how you're thinking. All right, let's say the guy's developed by year 3, and we still have MPJ. You know they're gonna have to go out and get somebody that's outside from the org. That dude is gonna have to get adjusted to our shit. He might have an ego. He's gonna be like, nah, I ain't listening to y'all. You understand? So it's gonna take time for him to adjust to us. And the same thing that happened with KD and Kyrie, you understand? We don't have problems with MPJ. He adjusted to the young guys easily.
Jonathan, the only way you're going to really truly tank is by getting rid of MPJ, getting rid of Cam Thomas, getting rid of all the guys who are really productive, only to get like maybe a 5% probability of getting an AJ, Cameron Boozer, or Darren Peterson. What happens if we don't get those guys? I just think at some point,
you're not even putting yourself in a chance to get one of those guys. But we have the 9 and 10 odds.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you go to a casino, right, and this is what this is like. I mean, you're not going in there and saying, "Oh, we are going to actually win," right?
BK, how did the Spurs get Wemby? They traded DeJounte Murray, right? When they were playing good, they were showing people, "Hey, these young teams doing something." What'd they do? Traded DeJounte Murray and somehow got a generational franchise guy.
They didn't even have the worst record in the league, bro. They didn't have the worst record in the league.
But they sacrificed DeJounte to ensure they have a great shot at getting a franchise guy.
But they didn't have the worst record, and you're complaining.
And what about Detroit? What about the Pistons? The Pistons went through mediocre hell, and now they're number 1 seed.
As soon as Ben Simmons got injured, when they got Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, I would have pulled the plug right there, man. But then, Sean Marks wanted to still make the playoffs with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. I'm like, no, man. Ben is hurt. Pull the plug right then and there in that Wemby draft. You just go for it. Tank right there. And he didn't do that. That was on Sean Marks.
And speaking of the draft, they're about to change the whole format. You understand? So, so everything we're doing right now is not going to matter, bro. Nothing we do right now.
That's what I'm saying, though, man.
They're not changing the format this year. You need all the GMs to agree on that.
If the lottery is not rigged, right? It's like a raffle system, man. Player one, talk to me over here, says Spurs won with the 7th best odds. Now, in raffles, a person could buy 500 tickets, and then the person could buy 5 tickets, and that person with the 5 tickets can actually really win the grand prize. Meanwhile, you with your 200 tickets really can lose. So that's what I'm saying. We just, Easy E, what's good, man? Yeah, I've been back, man. I've been back.
This is some crazy stuff, man. Listen, I get it. What these guys are doing, it's fun right now. But are we going to, when are we going to be serious?
It's not worth blowing up this roster.
BK, what is this roster legitimately going to do? We're a first-round exit? That's what I got to get so excited about with these wins. I actually want to believe in this team that what they're doing is real.
You build on it. Just you get pieces. You add pieces. This called building a team.
Well, apparently MPJ is the main piece. Claxton now is the main piece.
They kept adding pieces.
BK, listen, this is what people don't realize. We're doing things ass backwards. That's why we've been where we in the last 10 years.
Bro.
Yes, we are, bro. When you're taking team, do you have the best defense when you're taking team? Yes or no?
Okay, so you want the Nets to just act stupid, we don't know how to
play. Stupid. Play your rookies. Let the rookies lead us to some wins. Why don't we let the
Well,
The
rookies win
rookies
some
are
wins?
these Mr. Wins. The rookies are playing well.
Yo,
No,
BK,
because everybody's
BK,
saying MPJ is the reason Yegor hits clutch 3-point
No,
buckets.
it's
It's
the
like
whole
we're not
team. It's
we
the
won
whole
because he's
team.
getting more
Everybody's
confident.
passing the ball is actually moving. Guys are playing hard. Nobody's really forcing a lot of shots. Everybody understands their roles. The rookies actually been really
BK,
playing well. Like you don't see
BK.
Yegor like trying to force things and drive down the lane when he doesn't really have the physicality to really do that, man. I mean, he's playing in a certain role, just catch and shoot threes.
Yo, this is what John wants. He wants, okay, Jordy, he's gonna hold the meeting before the game, right? He's gonna get all the guys together in a circle. He's gonna say, yo, fellas, I want you to play like ass because I want AJ DeBanster. Because you guys do that. I don't care about your
That's what I'm trying
development,
to tell
bro.
Jonathan. Exactly.
Yeah. This is the
Actually,
NBA
what you
2K
would do is
Like
mindset,
the
bro.
all
GM.
those guys.
You're stupefying it. Here's a better way of saying it. The GM talks to the coach. They agree to rest certain vets, play them a few minutes a game. Edge them out towards the third or fourth quarter. Let these rookies those minutes to see if they can win those games because they are part of the
Bro, the
future,
rookies have been
right? We
playing
want to
even more than the
challenge them.
starters, bro. What are you
Oh,
talking
man.
about, bro?
No,
The
okay,
rookies
so
has
yeah,
been the one. Like they're the ones getting the bulk of the minutes,
who's been
bro.
responsible for us winning most of these 10 games? Who's been
Bro, but who
responsible for it?
cares if they
No.
win, bro?
Who is it? Who is it? That's the reason why we won most of these
It's a
10
team
games.
effort, bro. It's a
No.
team effort.
MPJ, thank you. MPJ. He was a huge force behind this
John,
because he's
you
No,
playing
don't see
like an
no, no, no.
all-star.
Hold on, hold
No,
on,
no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no.
wait. When they started putting Danny Wolf in the lineup, like when they started playing him more, they actually started winning. I mean, Danny Wolf just brings a different
Danny
dimension.
Wolf should be starting right now, but we're keeping Claxton because now he's a fake point center. Like,
But
we're
he's
going
playing, no,
back
he's
on so
playing
many
well
things right
though. He's
now.
playing well. Claxton's actually playing well. He is.
I saw him
I
lose to
can't believe I'm
Philly, who
saying
had
that,
no
but he's actually
centers.
playing well. Y'all guys think I'm hating, but I'm not, I don't hate.
So BK, can Claxton beat a Durant Wemby on a matchup?
No, but
No, I mean, listen, I don't want to check anybody tonight, man, but people really want me to, and I don't want to.
John.
But seriously,
Hey, John, I got a question for you. What do you think about this, like drafting two niggas, or what you talking about, a Kareem Lopez? If like we don't land out, like if we get
I
like a
would
top 8 pick,
if we are in that worst scenario, I would definitely go for Tunde because he looks like a Ant-Man Jr., kind of a slight
I was telling
explosive
BK
game.
that.
Like he's a fun.
yeah, I know
Listen,
we
if
talked
I'm
about that a couple of
if,
shows ago,
if
man. But my thing is like again, you got to look at the weight, man. Like you can't come in as a
forget the
power
weight.
forward
Look
like
at
at 200
Tunde's
pounds,
skill
man.
set. I seen this kid was dunking this past summer, man, and I'm like, damn, that looks like
But
Ant-Man out there.
you gotta do that against like NBA pros, man. At
BK, the same stuff you say about these rookies, they're doing it right now against pros. So, like, again, you do the same thing. Like, if I'm in a worst case scenario,
But
Tunde probably
you
would be
just said it
my
wasn't the
flex.
rookies. You said it was actually Michael Porter Jr. that was doing all the
The
damage.
majority of the wins, but I've said the rookies are progressing in different posts.
And
Okay,
productive.
but
And productive.
but
Hey,
but
John,
we want to challenge the rookies, see if they can actually win the game solely on their efforts and merits because they are the future. Not that MPJ has to give a 20-30 just so we have a chance to get over that line.
Well,
John,
Is it
listen, Drake Powell is not going to be Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? So you can't
no,
force him to be Ant-Man. Ant-Man
who
came
said
out
Drake Powell
and
is
being
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man. Like
Drake Powell is a good
Powell,
defender.
he was drafted like number 20 something for a reason, man. It's not like
BK,
Drake Powell's
no,
number
now you're
6 and then
disrespecting me.
he's
Listen,
saying,
Drake Powell's no Ant Edwards. But you know what Drake Powell is? He's a very good young defender. He's an efficient mid-range and three-point scorer. Even tonight, he was making smart shots. He does not make
but
stupid
I'm saying you
shots.
saying develop the guys, develop into what you think Drake Powell is going to be an all-star, a future all-star?
Well, we'll never find out if he has to keep being a side character to the vets on this
Come
team.
on, Jonathan.
but John,
Oh
John,
my goodness,
John.
bro.
Wait, did I call him a all-star? Did I say we'll never find out
No, but
because
you
we
say
always
like
do
you
this with
say give
vets?
the guys a chance to. We already know what the weaknesses of Jaeger
BK, are we in a rebuild or are we competing for something? Are we in a
No,
rebuild? We compete for something.
They have to
listen.
They have to
When
get
Golden
into the lab.
State, when
Go ahead,
Golden
go ahead.
State won the title, bro, you think that was all rookies? My nigga, it was Iguodala, David Lee was there. It wasn't all rookies, bro. It
Nah,
was just
David Lee wasn't
Steph,
part of that
Clay,
championship run. He wasn't
and
there.
Yeah,
Dre.
with that James Wiseman played 1 minute in that last championship they won. I'm like, damn, this guy drafted one. He
Jonathan,
played 1
hold on.
minute.
I want Jonathan to answer my question. You really think that Drake Powell is going to be an all-star, and they should play him over
BK,
veterans?
I think he's a solid young defender who should start at the 2 guard position instead of Terrence Mann because we're rebuilding and trying to build a future, but we want him to be a side character, right?
He's
That's what we
always
want,
going
right?
to be a role player. He's not going to be an
BK,
Ant-Man.
you don't know if he's a role player. You actually see him play consistent
You
minutes.
know how much skill like it takes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This the same guy.
I think Drake Powell role player. I think he's gonna be a good role player. That's why I don't see him being a star. He could be a good role player.
Like,
Let's see if
Nolan Brown's not
into
going to be no
something
all-star.
consistently.
He's not going to be an all-star. We know who he is. There's a lot.
You don't know who he is. He actually had he hasn't had a shot to start yet.
So John, you think Drake Powell gonna be a star?
I think Drake Powell's potential will be a solid part of our young core, but if he has to be a backroom player to a Tyrese Smart or Terrence Mann, how we do? You make no sense.
I think he's gonna be like a little.
Terrence Mann. Hold on. We get rid of Terrence Mann. We make Drake Powell the starting shooting guard. Now you get Darren Peterson in there. You think he plays over Darren Peterson? Darren Peterson comes off the bench?
I mean, you theoretically, let's say you did trade MPJ, you can move Yegor to point small forward. You could have Darren Peterson be the 1, and then Powell could be the 2. You could experiment with that. I mean, you asked for the answer, right? There's your answer.
All right, so John, so how would that work if they was to draft Tunde?
If we draft Tunde, see that's the thing. If you keep the vets on his team, and you draft Tunde, he's gonna have to play a late bench role, man. And it's like when you're 2006 lottery pick, you want to be as impactful as possible. Like if we have all these vets on his team, Tunde's not going to get a lot of minutes going into next year. He's probably play in the G League, earn the trust of Jordi, right? Like some of these rookies had to go through.
How's the G League going to make you better, man?
John, at that point, then you might well draft Kareem Lopez. At that point,
I listen. If we draft,
you gotta listen.
If we draft Lopez,
you gotta play against like NBA comps.
John, what's wrong about
playing against like 14-year-olds, man? You gotta.
John, what's on? Go ahead and say Bkny.
If we draft Kareem Lopez, that's Sean Mark's mistake right there because that's what he wanted.
How, John? Kareem Lopez is not sorry. He's shooting 40%. But John, he's shooting 40% for the 3-point line.
Let's see him do it in the pros, man.
He plays in a hard league.
It's like
John, you understand he playing in a hard league though. He is playing in a hard league though.
Like if Sean Marks drafts between 1 through let's say 7, 8, I'm not worried because he's making Tyrese Martin look like somebody. So imagine if he takes somebody from 1 through 7.
Oh hell,
he's gonna bring
Tyrese
out
Martin
the
never
best
should have been on this team to begin with. He had a 30-point game last year, and I'm starting this guy over Drake Powell, man. Like I should resign if I'm a GM. Like seriously, I authorize that.
So
I can't believe that.
One actually says Drake Powell is a 3-and-D guy. John, his game is tailored just to be a role player, just like he was in college. And
if he is a role player, he's a solid role player. But you know what? Let's see if he could start at the 2 next to Yegor. I want to see a Yegor Powell backcourt for like weeks right now, but now it's not happening because Terrence Mann is the 2 right now, which still long term that makes no sense. Like, let's give the kid a shot to see more of what he can do. Like, I want Drake Powell to erase the narrative that he only shoots within the flow of the game. That he actually can't just go off and get like 3 to 4 to 5, 6 buckets straight. He actually had a game where he had 3 straight buckets of layups and mid-range shots.
This is NBA 2K, bro. This is a process.
What am I saying? It's NBA 2K. I want a young player to develop and potentially maybe be a starter.
They're not ready yet.
But like, all right, what do you expect?
How are they going to be ready if we don't test them? We're in a rebuild. We're not competing for anything right now.
In March. We only
March. The last 10 games when nobody gives a shit.
Yo, listen, man. Like I said on the show a couple of days ago,
we have 7 months for these young guys to
BK, you got to scout.
At some point, you got to rebuild, man. You can't keep tearing things down and just keep on like hoping to get a pick. That didn't work this year. We didn't get a Dylan Harper. We didn't get a VJ.
You know why? Because we didn't tank.
Last year.
We didn't tank. We were letting Keon Johnsons and D'Los play.
Exactly.
Remember? They're winning games in February. Now they're not here.
When they put that lineup in, Keon Johnson, when they put that Keon Johnson as your starting point guard, I mean, essentially, you're trying to lose games.
They had a winning month of February.
I'm talking
about.
How
do you do that?
I'm talking about, like, again, so some players, like, didn't they get a haul for, like, Mikal Bridges by playing him?
Oh, man. Y'all, it's a miracle that the Knicks were that bad to give that haul up when he was so bad that year. Like, seriously, that is insane that we even still got that.
No, they looked at the year prior to that. Because you're not asking Mikal Bridges to actually run an offense. You're just asking them to go out there, play some defense, space the floor out. And you see like a guy who can average 19 points being a 3rd or 4th option on a team that's, without needing the ball is extremely valuable, Jonathan.
We always do this thing where we make third options, top options on this
John.
team, and we just don't get
No,
anywhere.
I mean that's to build their trade value. You could potentially get a
Bingo.
haul.
John.
Well, not
Yes,
a haul,
yes,
but
yes. Wait,
Whoever you draft,
wait, what's your
John.
name? What's your name again, man?
Man, no, this CJ. John,
CJ.
whoever you draft this year, this is your franchise guy. So even if you was to draft Kareem Lopez,
that's
whoever
not
you draft,
true.
this would be their
What?
franchise guy. This would
Hey.
be no, because you can only,
Nah.
bro, you only get one chance at this. You not doing this in no other draft. This is the only draft.
If you're asking me right now who fits this team from the guys next yeir's draft, the boss is one. I would say Cam Boozer, man, is a great power forward for us. He is
all right.
imposing.
On the other channel, man, they're saying Cam Thomas is the franchise guy because he
No,
has
he's not.
He is a sixth man. Can I say this a little more louder? He is a sixth man. People think that's disrespectful. For his durability issues, he could actually be making $15 million a year being an elite sixth man. Like, what is so wrong about that? He's not a franchise guy.
If he joins the Rockets, he can make him like a real contender if he joins them.
Hey, if we flip Cam
to the playoffs, he's not going to get those whistles that he hunts for.
Wait, Ice made a good point there. If you flip Cam Thomas for your own pick back, that's a smart move. I'll give Sean Marks a shout out for that one.
These draft picks, man. Like you don't know, like it's such a gamble, man.
Listen,
like
I'm sick of draft picks, man. I really have 5 this year. We don't need like the whole squad to be draft picks, bro. We good. Like just let these guys grow, and that's it, bro. Because it's like next year, the guys are gonna be like, oh, what about 2028, 2029, 30? Like,
what do you think about Kareem Lopez, man? Because like CJ's on this, man.
No, but I'm saying like this Sean Martin guy, but I'm like saying he not like a bad pick to pick. Like, oh, he's terrible.
Like a B minus pick. He's like a B minus win.
You already have Noah Clowney though. Like I don't know.
But he better than Noah Clowney, bro.
I don't know, man.
He a way better shot creator than Noah Clowney.
I forgot to even look this dude up.
Nah, wait, CJ, I gotta give Clowney a shout out. He's offensively improved a lot from what we've seen the last 2 years. He gets to the free throw line a lot more.
40% in the WNBL.
The only thing I have a worry with Noah Clowney is his defense. He's been playing better defense lately, but he needs to have more consistent defense. I agree.
Think about the guy on Boston drafted.
If you're telling me we miss out on the Bonsa, Boozer, Wilson, and Lopez in my consolation prize, CJ, that's such a failure, man. Like it really is.
Y'all don't know that until y'all draft you guys. See, the thing is, I'll be telling people on my podcast, bro. Just because you don't draft top 4, don't mean like other guys don't have like potential to be a star.
If you can get like a good high end role player out of the next draft, it's still a win. Like Jonathan, you act like you have control. You don't have no control, man.
BK, the goal for the Brooklyn Nets was to have control, not me. The Nets, you got your own 2 picks back. Wait. So what was the point of getting on 2 picks back? To just draft where we draft? Kumbaya? Like, no. It's not how you build anything.
You're gambling. You're hoping that you can get an AJ DeBonster, man. It's not guaranteed.
Some teams actually put in the work to put themselves in the best position. It's not going to guarantee, but to get up, I actually have a legit shot instead of I'm hoping and praying. We're in the hoping and praying stage, which really that's a worse position to be in at this point.
Yeah, that's what it is, though, man. Like the draft is a raffle system.
What happened to the Wizards?
Dallas got gifted Cooper for giving up Luka, man. That's the one that was.
Kareem Lopez still have to be the 10th best player in that draft. That's why I got to still now.
I'm with you, CJ. I'm with you on Tuna Yasufu. I think that kid has a lot of tap potential. But you tell me Kareem Lopez is the guy I got to get. It's just like what BK said. We have no Clowney.
BK, you got to scout him, bro.
No, I forgot. I was like mad busy the last couple of days, man. I will. I'll get
John. He's not terrible, but like I got
terrible, but considering the fact that
physicality, I look at strength, man, and this is what I say about Cam Thomas, man. It's just that I don't hate on him. I just do not like a 6'2" guy. Like that. That's all it is, man. We just need to match up to other.
He a better shot creator than Boozer. John. He is a better shot creator than Boozer.
Well, how come he's
Now,
not?
Boozer is physically imposing, man. Like, you seen some of the games Boozer had, the rebounds
Yeah,
and
but
dunks he
Kareem
gets.
Lopez have the handle. Like
Kareem
Boozer
Lopez don't
deliberate.
rebound like him, where has the physical touch at the rim like he does.
What,
I just
Man,
bro?
please,
What?
yo,
Hold on,
John,
you
read
count
what
that.
Lakey's
That's a count.
actually saying over here, man.
listen. Cam
Luke
Boozer is the
Kane was not
ideal guy
guaranteed
you
a top
want as a
pick.
power forward.
BK, you got to scout. You got to scout this man. He don't
Like,
have the
see,
physical like Boozer. I get you with that rebounder, but like, as far as getting to the paint, he can do everything Boozer could do. The only thing
listen,
that he don't have, like Boozer.
Boozer's 235,
Boozer already
and
has the physical weight, man. That's a guy you want.
Oh,
That's ready to
but
go.
Kareem Lopez
I
play like
talk
225
about
or 235.
I'll
Yeah.
talk. Oh yeah, what do you guys think about the new logo of the show, man? What do you think, man? Did y'all see it? The new logo?
Yeah.
Oh, you got rid of the fly fisherman Ben Simmons logo.
Nah, man.
Yo,
But
guys, this is crazy. He for months and years, about 2 years, was telling me this guy Simmons is the best player he's ever seen. He's a fisherman.
I
can you
never
see
said
us
that.
drafting Tune yesterday, Brian? I mean, John.
I would, if we're at the 8th pick. Tunde is a guy I'm definitely looking at. You know what's crazy? Nate Amont has fallen a lot, but he's
Yeah,
also a
he
guy.
at 12. I would tell him.
You look,
I would.
You look at a
Be clear
guy
about
like
that.
you look at a guy like Jalen Johnson, what he does for the Hawks. If Vermont actually develops a physical
I'm
structure,
looking at
he
some
could be a
career.
potential surprise. Right now, he doesn't have the physicality that a lot of people are worried about. But
Highlights right now. So
Will
yeah,
you
he has
draft
that
him
it
at 8?
factor.
Is he available at 8? You take him or 2.
bigger. He looks bigger than Nate Ahmed
It's
and Caleb Wilson, though, in terms of like.
it's a slight toss up because they're both wing players. I would say Tunde is small forward, maybe near scoring guard, but small forward, and then you have Amant who's a 4. So if he gets stronger, Nate makes a stronger case for why people should be doubting what they are right now. I get why BK doubts him because of the lack of physical strength, but he's got a skill set, Nate Amant. He just needs to get physically stronger so he can
So you
impose his
taking
game.
Nate? So you taking Nate at 8, right?
Hold on, CJ. I'm looking at Kareem Lopez right now. I can't show it on the show, but yeah, this kid is kind of nice over here, man. You know,
I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him that they're trying to make like he ass. He not ass, man. I don't understand
Listen,
that. A dude shooting 40 for the 3-point line. It's crazy.
Again, there's
In the
levels to
NBL.
it. There's levels to it. We got to see him do it against like the NBA pros, like the top defenders in the league, man.
But he playing at a tough. But them dudes playing in college. He playing at a tougher league than them dudes.
Like that's the
Still,
main
but
reason why.
those guys he's playing against aren't playing in the pros. They're not playing in the NBA. That's
Okay,
the thing.
but they've been
There's a reason for
because
that.
they've been in the NBA, bro. They grown ass man. He playing against them. They
That's
playing
that.
against. He playing. AJ them playing against people his age. He not playing against. He not playing
That's
against
the
no
main
grown
reason
people.
why I have a little doubt with your boy with Boozer because of his footwork. He's a little slow with the feet.
And
he
then
is
that back,
strong.
that
Listen,
and John.
I will take strength. Footwork can be worked on. Look at Daniel. People said he was slow, and it's like this guy actually goes to the rim. He can drive to the rim. Don't be too worried about the slowness of the feet. You can amp that up when you play quality minutes and get stronger. And he's already strong. It's just, he's a guy you'd want on this team as far as being a forward. I like Noah Clowney, but my words about Clowney is his defense going to be long term with what his offense is producing right now. At least at Boozer, I know physically and defensively, I got something I could really work with there.
I think Kareem Lopez could get to that level with boozing them out. I don't think he that far off for getting there. And I don't like people not
So
changing
far,
my mind with that.
you I'm looking at his skill set is definitely better than Noah Clowney, in terms of
I
him
told you
being
that.
able to actually
clear
put the
that,
ball
man.
on the floor, like pass the basketball. Yeah, we'll definitely see. You got to watch him go up against like JD McDaniels.
He played against the Jazz last year. I mean, they had a game against the Jazz.
Who's some other guy? Lou Dort. I mean, all those guys are gonna like guard him and everything.
He killed John Collins. They played against the NBA team last year or something like that. And
Yo, one
I think he had
question, man.
Nice,
Whatever happened to Ace Bailey, man?
I don't know what happened.
Too skinny. I told you guys, man.
You see?
Too skinny.
So it's like that shit matters. You understand?
But BK, you get what I'm saying? Kareem Lopez is not that far. I feel like bro, I'm telling you, his ceiling is to be the 10th best player in that draft. The 10th best player in that draft.
CJ, he might be a bench.
You know what?
That's how we want to get.
I'm gonna really thoroughly study him and yo, Claude is stupid.
But listen, at the end of the day, if that's our concept by Kareem Lopez, we've done something wrong.
Like with him and Cameron Boozer,
Here's the thing.
Bro, I think y'all
I
say
mean,
that
you
because
guys,
y'all
you
don't
guys
watch
saw
the game.
Dylan Harper and Cooper.
Actually
Wait. You guys saw what Harper and Cooper did to us, right? With this current roster that was getting so much praise, both of them destroyed us in their first years. Like, you do not want to face the future on opposing sides. You want the future on your side. And people
Yeah,
don't
but John,
understand that.
but at the same time,
dude, we have no control over the draft, man. Literally, like
Oh, man.
but
BK, you
what did
understand the
player
point
one
of
say over here, man? Like the last couple of years, like the first round pick, Dallas wasn't like a bad team, man. They weren't like one of the worst teams in the
John,
league, and they got the number one pick.
when you get time, watch Kareem Lopez what he did in Mexico, and then you see why the Nets scouted him.
Listen,
You would
I've seen a little film on Kareem, but it's like
There
I
we
have
go.
a higher bar for this team, my friend, and that's not a high bar. That just puts us in the same position we are right now.
But
It looks
John,
fine
I
on
understand that.
paper, but yeah, that's the
I,
only thing. Like, I
I
just think
understand we studied the top four, but you got to study, like you got to watch other players outside the draft. Because I won't tell you, it always a sleeper in every draft. It always a sleeper.
Tunde
Like you got to look at Shea,
Could be a
and the rest
sleeper
of
for us,
them.
man. I would say
Yeah, I
Tunde
feel like
he could definitely be a sleeper, man.
So hold on, let me get back to
Nate Ahmed. I
hold on,
think
let me
Nate
get back
Ahmed
to
gonna be
Cam
sleeper.
Thomas though, man. So what do you guys actually think after this performance though, man? Iceman, let me start with you, Iceman, then CJ, then Jonathan. What do you think about this performance, man? Like the post over here, they're saying all the concerns about Cam Thomas is actually over because he had this one good game, man. What do you think?
I mean, it's not over. He had a good game. This is the first time I see him like integrate himself into like the offense type shit. I was impressed, but for me right now, it's like how they say when you fatten up the pig before selling it.
Y'all still there?
You thi- you understand? Like I guess getting his trade value up would be good right now. You know, but yeah, I was a little impressed, but I still think
All
he's
right,
gonna
so
get
I want to
traded, man.
ask you guys. I mean, do you see him like starting anywhere in the NBA where he's going to be the main focal point of an offense? They're going to run their offense through him, and he could take a team to like championship glory. What do you think, man?
No, no. Listen, we've seen it. Listen, this is why I got to give Cam some props, and he is a gifted scorer. Nobody can take that away, but he doesn't have the physical body to be an NBA starter. This is what the three things every NBA team values to be a starter criteria. You have to have at least one or two of these things: defense, athleticism, height. He doesn't have all three. And being a six-man tonight, you saw the confidence. He can go to room against anybody. Where his main role is just to mainly score. And yet, Danny Wolf and Dayron, the two bigs in front of
Yeah,
him, provide some rebounding defense. And then you have Powell, who's a solid defender, to back Cam's weaknesses up there. And then you have Nolan,
Jonathan,
who is
Jonathan
playmaking
might be
today.
right because like we've seen
Yeah.
players in the past, like a Brandon Roy, a Greg Oden, whose bodies just physically can't hold up, man, like against like these. Now this is like 20, 25 years ago. Like Cam Thomas would be perfect, man, but like you have to play defense against like all these hyper athletic guys, and it takes a wear and tear on you. You got to be built a certain
Right.
way. Jonathan
Right.
really kind of makes an
Right,
excellent
and
point when it
and,
comes
and
to
he's
that.
popped hamstrings. Let's remember, hamstrings are the worst injuries to have because it's your mobility. Let's remember, they had Cam gain weight last year. That didn't work. Now he's back to a skinny frame, still getting hurt. Like, you can't have him play 30 minutes anymore. 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes a night, just drop 30. That's how Cam's going to get paid as a six man. There's nothing wrong
And
with
then
being a good
we
six
see,
man in
hold
the
on, we see,
NBA.
But
we see
that's what we was trying to say this whole time, bro. Like that's
Nah,
his
some
role
people are
type
saying
shit.
he was. No, some people are saying he's a superstar. This guy is the next coming of Kobe. Like,
oh
I'm
man,
like, I don't see it. I don't see
you
it.
guys go on the breezy joint, man. It was like
No.
glazing over there, man. I'm like, oh
No,
my
because they're
god.
they're still holding hope over those 3 40 point games yet. But it's like we were in such a crazy like train crash, car crash, we want to call it. We were trading three of the best scorers in the NBA, KD, Kyrie, and James away. And it's like Cam had his opportunity, but the coach was like, this kid can score, but he play make or everything else. And Cam was giving him side eye, and they're like, okay, I got to bench this kid. And it's like Cam's like, what the hell? Like for Cam
Well,
right now.
look
But
at
wait,
Jokic.
wait,
Look
wait.
at Jokic's. I know it's a little bit different, but look at Jokic's 56 points. He did that on 21 shot attempts.
Efficiency.
That's
That's the one thing
yeah,
Cam
that's
has
that's
to.
crazy.
It's
That's
efficiency.
that's the
That's
one
the
thing.
key thing.
That's the one thing Cam had to figure out. Last year, he soared a little bit, but the injuries popped up. I think being a 6-man role is great because you can easily put the guys that have the strengths he doesn't have. You can play
Right.
2 bigs next to him, a solid defender next to him. You can have a playmaker run the offense, let Cam get his shots off. That's what was good about the bench tonight. Everybody had a set role around Cam, but Cam was doing what he normally does. Just the other guys were covering the weaknesses. The only problem is I wish they would have found this role for him 4 years ago because now he already took the qualifying offer. Likely he's leaving, but now he's doing so well, and people are like, let's keep the guy. It's like, no, he had a chance to.
Like I
The front
said,
office,
I
the
watched,
front office
I
him
watched
had a
that
chance.
video, man, on and it was actually a good performing video. Referees exposed Cam Thomas. When the referees doesn't blow the whistle, Cam Thomas could not play through the physicality of the NBA, man. I was watching it. I was watching it like I said, whoa. And it took me watching other like leagues, like that. And this is why Luka Doncic says when he comes over here, it's so easy to score because like you can't hand check, right? And they're gonna call ticky-tack fouls. How you gonna play real physical defense, against the guy that you're going against? You gotta pretty much let him score pretty much.
Yeah, because it's just what they call it. I don't got to praise anybody about anybody's panel. I always state the facts as they are. I always defend good takes, and I have no problem debating anybody. At the end of the day, Cam Thomas is a good young scorer, but if anybody thought he was going to be a superstar, look the last 4 years why he didn't get the trust, why he didn't get the investment. This organization probably saw him as maybe being a 6-man, but Cam was like, I don't want that. I want to start. Well, you had little opportunities. You were injured. Now you're actually in a role where they build the offense around you as a 6-man. But still, at the end of the day, he took a qualifying offer. So it's like, as much as he's going to probably do this the next 5 or so 10 games, it's like so negative because you have to move him for something. This is what the problem was. If you could have kept as a 6-man 4 years ago, this all makes sense having a 6-man. But it's like damage control right now. Like this is not benefiting us long term with him going off like this because they're not going to sign him after the season.
I really want to see how his next team treats him,
right.
how much they play him
in China, and Hong Kong. China.
I was thinking
yeah, China,
because they find his strengths here. Are they going to find his strengths in another team, or are they going to say you just shoot and sit him down? You understand? So that's what I would really want to see, how they treat him on another
the
team.
defense they played against him was bad. I forgot who was guarding him.
I was never hyped for Jalen Wilson, bro. Stop.
Force him left, man. They just let Cam Thomas go right a couple of times. Wasn't physical,
Man, it's just frustrating. If they would have agreed to a contract this summer and said, Cam, you're going to be the 6th-man. We have a young core. We're trying to build that. We're going to pay you at least the next year and a half. But if we do move you, at least you have a role and you're likely to get paid in the future. But Cam's like, I'm out. This is the problem. Now he's going to have these 30-point games, and they're still going to move him for something. So it's
right now he would have been paid. Doing what he's doing right now. He would have been paid, would have been comfortable with what, 14 million a year? So he would have been expecting a bigger contract at free agency in in a year from now. But you see, this is what happens when you say, nah, I'm worth more. You're gonna lose that money, man.
He gambled on himself, and that's what I said.
And it was an ill-advised gamble.
A lot of times you lose in gambling. It's the same thing like when Jonathan wants to go for these picks. I'm like, for AJ DeBonsa. Well, I got the perfect solution for that.
It's not going for picks, going for franchise potential prospects, something we don't have. We haven't had some of this.
Guaranteed, though, Jonathan. I was telling you this last year, man.
BK, you said Coop Fly was a role player. He dropped 42 points, a record 42 points. There's no top superstar ever dropped in the NBA. You said he was a role player. Andre Kirilenko, get out of here. BK, I got the receipts on you for that one.
No, listen, man. He's coming around.
Yo, did you remember that?
There's a thing called working on your game.
Cooper's a role player. It's going to take 4 years.
It's like Nick Claxton. I said Nick Claxton got to improve, right? And he did. He's improved.
Yeah, he feeds his assist to MPJ. Congrats. I would have done the same thing to get my stats up. If I was getting all this criticism.
He's finishing around the basket. I like that right-hand drive. And I'm like, okay, he's going to his right hand, finishing with his right hand. Now, it's not a large enough sample size, but it's definitely way better way better than the last couple of years, man. We seen Claxton on the scene, man. Night and day difference, man.
All right, so this is my thing right now. So with the trade deadline coming up, are we just going to do nothing? Is it just going to be we're going to trade Haywood and Cam and call it a day, and we're still going to win games after this? Like, what? How are we going to finish the season out to reserve a lot? But we're just going to roll the dice and hit a play-in berth. Like, what are we going right now is the question.
I think they're just letting the dogs run loose. Like whatever happens, happens. But if it
Oh
gets
man.
too out of line, they're gonna start resting people. You understand? Like by the time like the All-Star break comes, that's when you're gonna see, oh, this guy's injured, but they're not really injured. It's just to rest him. You understand? So
Yeah, let him
Yeah.
let him play
yeah,
3
that's what
quarters.
I'm
Just
telling
let
Well,
him
John.
we
Like,
did
yo,
that
it's
towards
still
the
early,
last.
man.
We tore that towards the end of last season. Like you could have done a lot earlier, but we didn't. If we do that again now, it's like the same place you were at. Like you could
Yeah,
do it
but
right
yeah,
now.
listen, you play guys. You got Mikal Bridges trade value up. You got Cam Johnson's trade value up. Like we playing Cam Johnson, got you a Michael Porter Jr. and a pick. So you got to play these guys over here, man.
Yeah, but that was a
So
salary dump, though, and I don't think any of us saw MPJ being here next 5 or 10 years, as opposed to a franchise prospect that will be likely there 5 or
Listen,
10
man,
years. Like this is short
shooters
term
last
with
a lot
MPJ.
a lot longer. His game is not really predicated on athleticism, you know. So the way he's playing right now is perfect, man. You
Yeah,
know,
but
he's
he's
not.
so
playing through
let me
back.
ask you a
He's playing
question.
through
Let me
back
ask you a
injuries,
hypothetical.
nerve damage. Like that
Yeah,
takes a
go ahead,
toll
go ahead.
on you after a
All right,
while.
so would you rather like take the chance of making the play in, playing the Knicks in the first round and knocking them out, or just that's it, losing it out, losing the whole season, like just starting to lose from here on out? Would you take
It's
beating the
so
Knicks in the first
hard,
round?
man, because if the odds were better in terms of getting like a number 1 through 3 pick, I would say pull the plug, you know, but it's like it's 50-50, man. They
Yeah,
can lose all the games. Like this is what I said last season. They
the
can lose
East is
all the
ass,
games they
bro.
want and still get an 8th pick, right?
Because we had the
Yeah,
sixth odds, BK, and that pick is the worst pick to have because last 6 years it's been a 6 to 9 pick. The stats were on money. Some pick positions are exactly what they're supposed to be, and we had the worst one because we had to win so badly. Like, where was the
listen,
strategy behind that? We're not playing with
but
strategy right now.
But they
look
can't
at the
listen.
Okay?
You can't
Wizards
listen.
and look
Those
at the
guys don't
Pelicans, bro.
care, man, about like the like. Are you? Do you really care about someone coming to replace you? I mean, that's what's probably going to
Right,
happen.
BK,
right.
I'd rather have the long-term replacement than the short-term replacement.
But
No, I'm
nobody
talking
that's
about the
playing right
player.
now is
If
short
you're
term,
an
bro.
NBA player, do you really
Well,
care
well,
about AJ
well, Ice, with
Devontae?
MPJ, we don't know how long he can continue this next 2 to 3 years. He's going to be in his 30s, right? We've never seen
No,
players with
man,
back
he's
He's
just
injuries
older.
play
He's
27,
like this
bro.
into their
27.
30s.
He's
30
Like,
is not
right?
so
27,
much,
man.
man. Now look at Kevin Durant. I'm not saying that he's KD, but like,
We got Kevin Durant at age 32, bro.
yeah.
Like after an Achilles injuries, bro. Like
That's Kevin Durant, my guy. And some people are saying MPJ does exactly what KD
The
does.
thing
When we
is,
had KD, we were a
bro,
first
bro, bro,
place
bro, bro.
team.
yeah.
With
Listen,
MPJ,
listen.
we're what, 13 or
Because
12?
Kevin Durant can
Bro,
shoot the basketball. That's how he can last so long right now, man. You look good.
exactly.
Kevin Durant did a lot of things. Kevin Durant was actually blocking shots, doing different things, assist passing. Like, he was doing a lot of things with his
He's still
team.
doing it now. I was watching the Laker game on Christmas Day. He was blocking shots, getting steals, scoring. I mean, now, yeah, when you got Austin Reeves and Luca out there, I mean, it's really, really easy to do that. But what I'm saying is that like when your game is not just predicated on athleticism, Michael Porter Jr. could play to like 36, 37 years old.
Nah, BBK, knock on wood and hope that he just keeps playing healthy. Like, learning that he has a brace on his leg because he has mobility stuff with that. If he didn't have that brace, he trips over his legs. That's nerve damage from his back to his legs. It is a miracle, and I'm proud of him playing like this way. It's rare. It's rare, but is it a gamble worth taking for 3 to 4 years without getting a franchise guy in the draft,
No, I mean,
without
and
going after a
John,
big fish?
Bro.
That's what you got to ask yourself.
MPJ being
you make
here
an
is
excellent
not
point.
gonna. You're
No,
acting like
Jonathan's
MPJ
right.
being here is gonna destroy the franchise. Like it's gonna set the franchise back 30 years back, bro.
I mean, if you don't get
That
a
shit
top
is
four
not
pick
gonna
in this
change
draft, it
shit, bro.
might. Ice, if you don't get a top
You
No,
pick in this
it's
act
draft,
like
it
not,
might.
you
bro.
act like
You
they gave up a
exaggerating, bro.
superstar to get
Nah,
to get Michael Porter
No,
Jr.
it's
They
not,
didn't do
man.
that.
No, it's not, bro.
people are feeling the
Nobody
Wemby
has that
draft. You don't
power
think
in the league
all
to
these
do
other
that.
teams wish they had Wemby right now? Like, literally, OKC looks human, superhuman against everybody else, human against Wemby right
Well,
now.
that's the problem. You comparing Brooklyn to OKC and the Spurs. Everybody has their own timeline, bro. Everybody has their own way they develop. We have our own, bro. That's
Our
it.
own
You
way
can't be
is the
following
most twisted way
their model.
ever. Our own way is
This
the most twisted thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, just don't. add up. Like this is so like backwards what we're
It
doing, and
doesn't
that's
add up to you because they still developing. It's not the final product, bro. You got to let that shit develop, bro. You panicking, bro. It's not even the final product, bro. They
it's
still
just
developing.
developing. Like people tell me MPJ is developing at 20 years old. I'm like, what? His assist numbers got better. Like you can't develop a guy at 28. You can develop guys at 19, 20 and all that, but
And
Bro,
these
listen,
who
guys
man,
said they're
you
over.
said
developing
LeBron James
MPJ,
still
bro?
can't develop. He can't get better at shooting free throws. He can't get to 90% from
It's
the free throw
called
line.
refinement. Players that have been in the league for more than 5 or 6, 7, 8 years, it's called refined skills. Developing is guys 18 to 20. People gotta understand that fine line. People think that, we're developing vets on this team. How do we develop Tyrese Martin? How do we I can't with some of these people. Like it's how are we developing people like
Hold
that?
on. Didn't Jason Kidd develop a jump shot to stay in the NBA a lot longer? Remember, he couldn't shoot. Then he had the
Stop
Michael
talking
Jackson.
basketball, BK. Please stop talking basketball, bro. Stop talking basketball.
Who, me?
No, I'm being sarcastic because John's saying that we're developing veterans, bro. Like you're not making sense, bro. You're not making
No,
sense.
people are telling me that. People on Twitter were saying we're developing Tyrese Martin 26, and I'm like, what are we talking about? Like,
Yeah,
is this
you
how
gotta get the
backwards we're
opportunity,
going?
man. You gotta get the confidence. If you have a coach that don't believe in you, yeah.
We're supposed to be pushing the guys we drafted. This is why drafting 5 guys. You weren't going to draft 5. If you're going to draft 3 guys, okay, I understand
But
why the vets are around. Drafted
Jonathan,
5
we
players.
know. Listen. They're not going to be able to. How you get better is by working on your weaknesses in the offseason,
Exactly.
not during the games.
Actually, Jaeger's working on his weaknesses through the season. Wait. Jaeger's working on his weaknesses through the season.
No,
Let me
he's
see how
not.
much better he's getting a bit on the defensive end. He's way better at the 3-point shot since he started playing the regular season.
But that's
And his mid-range is improving.
his regular catch and shoot threes. So he has to be able
No,
to.
his 3-point shot got a lot better from when he was in college. BK. Come
I
on.
know.
He's been actively working on that.
Jonathan, listen to what I'm saying. I agree with you there, but there's still other elements that he has to work on. Putting the ball on the floor, being able to have a floater.
Physicality, dribbling. I know, BK. I know.
No, listen, Jonathan. He has to be able to actually have a 1-2 dribble pull-up game until he gets stronger, until he can move guys. He needs to be able to have a 1-2 dribble pull-up, until they, because they're going to run him off the 3-point line eventually. The scout, like they were doing that today. I mean, they were like really watching Yegor at the 3-point line. So he was able to get a ball fake, get his defender, up in the air. Now, since you have Rudy Gobert waiting there, now you need that pull-up jump shot right there. That's something he has to work on, man. It's so many facets to basketball, man.
Claude, BK watched the game 25 years and he had a fisherman as the head of this team. I'm sorry,
I watched the game longer than that. Actually, 35 years, man. I'm 47 years old.
BK, if that's the case, why would you ever have a guy like Ben Simmons be the franchise guy in your head? Like, that's
horrible. I didn't say the franchise guy. I said I wanted him to be.
You said this guy was carrying us. He's get $12 million. He's a fisherman, my guy.
I said I wanted him to be a point guard.
Yeah, well, he's a fisherman.
This
guy's a fly fisher. He's closer to finding Nemo than getting back in the NBA court. So, come on.
Man, listen, Ben Simmons is done, man. He's not on the team anymore, man. Why are we even talking about Ben Simmons for?
No, because now Claude's making fun of my basketball IQ, but it's like I watched him last 10 years. I understand what it takes to be a better team. Look at other teams right now, what they're doing. It's like we take the worst backwards approaches ever because we have to be cool. We have to be innovative. We have to be innovative. Yeah, but guess what? They're getting the results. We have chance to get results, but we instead do the opposite thing. Why instead do the opposite thing? We do the thing that can work.
We can't give Michael Porter Jr. the credit. Listen, he came over here. He's playing hard because I didn't expect this from him. I thought, well, listen, he already has his money, and I didn't expect to see this kind of productivity from him until maybe like next year when he's actually looking for a contract extension, man. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be playing like this when he has a couple of years left with his deal really says a lot about his character. Because a lot of guys, honestly, in his situation, he wouldn't do this. He wouldn't have the
there is no franchise guy on his team. Of course, he's doing this. He wants to get paid, and I got to respect that a little bit because there's no franchise guy on his team.
His deal, man. He's not looking to get paid for. He's not looking for a contract next year.
If he keeps us up this year and next year, he's going to want big money, and that's where the Nets are really going to have to show where they stand on this.
Hold on. Jonathan, most guys play like this in the contract year. He's not in the contract year.
First of all, we have no franchise guy, so of course he assumed the reins because Jordi and him played in Denver together. So of course he's now in a position where some people think he's a superstar franchise guy on this team. That's how bad the situation is.
What are you talking about, John? You just making shit up right now.
Do you read Twitter? I had somebody on Twitter say that this guy is our Shea. I've seen that on Twitter.
That's one guy.
That's one guy, man.
Man. Multiple people see this guy as a superstar, French guy. And it's like, guys, this is why the Brooklyn Nets have been where they are the last 10 years. We keep doing the same things.
He's not a one-dimensional guy. There's so many different ways you can utilize him. Like you can switch him more into smaller guys. Let's say you could let's say, all right, if we were playing against Anthony Simons, right? Well, they can get a switch on to him now. Like Michael Porter Jr. is damn near like a 7-footer. He could post him up, shoot over him, and now you got to send help to try to get the ball out of Michael Porter Jr.'s hands on that matchup issue, and at least other guys open, man. So there's so many different ways you can utilize Michael Porter Jr. Like Jonathan, you look at it from a one-dimensional aspect.
No, it's not one-dimensional. It's long-term outlook. For the last 10 years, it's always been the short-term outlook for the Brooklyn Nets. That's why every year there's a different roster on this team, because we don't actually go with a young core. We don't add the right vets at the right time. Instead, it's always the wrong vets at the wrong time. And then we manage to flip them for picks and stuff. It's the same process.
You get a steal, this is a steal. I mean, he's actually playing better than Cam Johnson.
If he was 24 years old, BK, and no back issues, I would give this guy a big contract.
Man, and his game is
27, bro.
His game is not predicated on athleticism, man. Like he doesn't rely on his athleticism to actually score. Jonathan,
he's actually dunked a lot of different times this year, and that's even more of a scary thing. Because of the brace he wears, I hope anytime he does that, he can land well on his feet, because that's worrisome too.
Yeah, but he's 7 feet. He doesn't really have to jump that high to dunk the ball, man.
He does some pretty big dunks, man.
No, I'm saying, but he doesn't have to get up high off the ground to dunk the basketball. He's damn near 7 feet.
At the end of the day, BK, I've just seen this last 10 years. It's the same thing. The only difference is you have 5 rookies, but instead of making them feel like they are huge important parts of this team, they're the side characters right now.
If you get so you get rid of Michael Porter Jr., how are you going to replace that? Who?
AJ DeBossa.
Are you serious right now?
No, I'm actually very serious, because that guy is
going to take for him to adjust to NBA level.
Guys, have you seen AJ DeBossa? Athleticism, marketability.
Hold on. Michael Porter Jr. is more valuable than AJ DeBossa to most teams.
Yo, this guy, BK, okay, this is where I got to pause you right now. Wasn't a year ago when we were talking about 24-hour draft, you're like, yo, AJ DeBossa, this guy is like the next big thing. 5 minutes of film. What happened, BK? You stopped watching film?
I didn't say better.
Yeah.
I said he's more valuable.
No, you said this guy is better than everybody in this year's draft. You said that. You said he'd be drafted one in
John, you live in fantasy land, John.
No, I don't. AJ DeBossa. Okay, so I'm going to live in fantasy land. Guys, MPJ. Franchise guy. He can score in a variety of ways. Yo, Tyrese Martin. That valuable 7th man, guys. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid now.
You're drinking something tonight, man.
No, you guys are, and it's liquor. Stop.
Go ahead.
Yo, hold on. All right, listen. Michael Porter Jr. is more valuable than AJ DeBossa.
Guys, this is why he's wrong on the draft every time. This guy said Cooper's
more valuable. He's more
Record this, guys. Record this. Hit record.
I'll keep saying it.
Say it again. Say it 10 times. Say it 10 times.
He fits on every single roster in this NBA, in the NBA right now. You know, like AJ doesn't.
AJ's the.
Does he fit on OKC right now?
Oh man, you don't think they would play him? They would play him right off the bench, man. Stop it.
Does he
would play right off their bench, or he could start if they really want him to play well for them.
Yo, BK, so think about it like this, bro.
Seconds on the shot clock. There's only one basketball.
BK, what you just said is insane, man. MPJ may not be in the NBA next 5 or 10 years, but the boss, he has no fit on any team. I can't with you.
No, I didn't say that. I said on almost every single team, Michael Porter Jr. fits. AJ DeBossa right now, he would need the ball a lot. So, like, you can't put him in Orlando when you got Paolo Banchero there, right? Paolo Banchero is 250 pounds, 6'10", 6'11". He can get more high percentage shots against, like, these, like stronger, more athletic guys, than an
AJ DeBansa is very athletic, and he scores in a variety of ways, and he plays defense, and he can play.
Think about it like this,
He's
BK. Think about it
210.
like this.
Oh, here we
Let's say
go.
we draft AJ DeBansa, bro. Right?
Huh?
You really think everybody else that's on the team right now is gonna say, everybody fall back. Let's develop AJ. Let's stop developing ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? So first of all, it's gonna take 1 year for
Well,
him
you
to
gotta
get
have
adjusted to
like a
NBA
pecking order,
speed.
like who's
You want to
actually
know what
Right.
the future
If they're not
rotation will be
giving
on this
Cam
team?
Thomas, if they're not giving Cam
No,
Thomas
hold
the lead
on.
role off the
JDJ,
bat,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that MPJ is better.
JD, he said that exactly. Hit record.
nah, he
He's
didn't say
more
that. What he said
valuable.
Nah,
that his
He's
BK
more
cooked
importance in the
himself like
valuable.
team,
always.
the
Like Cam
importance in the
Thomas,
team is more bigger than AJ.
Wait. So,
Cam Thomas, right?
so Ice, you're telling me if we traded Claxton and MJ, right? This would be the rotation. You're telling me it's bad. Okay. So Yegor, Powell, AJ, Clowney, Wolf. You're telling me that arm with all the picks we have, all the cast flexibility, that puts us in a bad situation. A young starting five, this one is completely drafted. That's a bad starting five for the future.
I never
Wait,
said
say it
that,
again?
bro.
Well, you're telling me that I'm living in La La Land when that's actually what a rebuild
No.
is.
What I'm saying is that you think he's gonna come here and we're all of a sudden contenders off the bat.
I didn't
That
say
shit's gonna take
contenders. I
3
say you have a
years.
future to
That
contend.
shit's
You have
gonna
a
take
future
3
to
years. What
contend.
we
Yeah,
got right
so
now is
like
already ready for
if you're
for the
going to get
eighth
an
seed.
AJ DeBosta on this team, what's going to make him successful, Jonathan?
Having the ball in his hands, being a franchise guy, having good young pieces he could play with.
Spacing around him. He needs 3-point shooters around him.
Okay,
Right?
we're building a young
He
core.
needs
We
to
can
get adjusted to
So what?
NBA defense. That
Yeah,
shit
BK,
takes a
you
long
don't have
time.
cap space. BK, you don't have cap space, right? To sign those vets to help the winning culture, all that, to help age other guys not feel overwhelmed. But they're the main focal part of this young guys. The vets are the supporting characters. That's how you do a real rebuild. That's how you get a real product on the court for longevity. Not what this is right now.
Man, John, this is the first rebuild you ever seen, bro. Stop it, bro.
This isn't even a rebuild. I don't even say this is a rebuild. I've seen organizations actually rebuild. Detroit Pistons, they rebuilt, and look at them now. People say that can't happen.
Yeah, but
Yes,
they
it
suck.
can.
They suck for 3,
They
4
ain't sucking
years.
anymore. They ain't sucking anymore, bro. They're
And
actually
we
a number one
man.
team.
Longer than
They
that.
suck for 3 years, and you complaining about the Nets not
Okay,
being
and they
good
have
right now.
Kate
You can't
Cunningham and
handle it,
Jalen
bro.
Duran. Okay, they have Kate Cunningham and Jalen Duran. Who right now on this team is better than those two guys right now?
Then Jalen Durant.
Yeah, Jalen Duran right now.
Clowney's not better than Jalen
Jalen
Durant right
Duran.
now.
No, come on. But look at Clowney's body side weight and look at Durant.
Can
Come on.
Jalen Durant shoot threes?
Jalen Durant can body up against anybody. I see him push
Can he
players
shoot? Can he
across the
shoot?
lane, man. Yes, he
Can he
can. He
shoot?
actually he has different ways to score at the rim.
Stop
You've seen.
it. Stop
He
drinking,
actually
John. Go
can.
to
He
sleep,
actually
John.
can.
Go to
He
sleep,
actually
John. Go to
dribbles the
sleep,
ball
John.
to the rim
Go
and
to sleep,
scores.
John. Stop
I've seen
drinking,
it.
bro.
Stop it.
Stop
You
drinking,
don't
bro.
watch
Go to
Jalen
sleep,
Durant
bro.
play. You
Stop it,
don't
bro.
watch Durant play. Okay. Yes, Durant's just a
Go to
big
sleep, bro.
meathead. Durant's just a big meathead that dunks. I got
Stop
you.
it, bro.
You don't watch Detroit Pistons, bro. You don't watch
Oh, I
Detroit.
don't watch Detroit Pistons.
No, they're number one team, and you're saying, "Oh, you're probably one of the people that said we're going to beat Detroit with this team." Okay,
John, I've been
okay.
watching basketball before you started even watching
Yeah.
basketball, bro.
Okay. You're
Stop it,
telling me
bro.
that Noah Clowney's better than Durant. You're lying off your ass,
Hey,
bro,
hold on. Where's the
because you
bell?
can't agree with me on this.
No.
Stop.
Noah Clowney can shoot. Jalen Durant can.
Can
He's
Noah
a
Clowney
banger.
defend Jalen Duran? Yes or no?
Clowney has more tools than Jalen Durant.
Can
That's a
he? No.
fact.
I'm talking about defense. Forget the offense. Can he defend an actual center
They
like
have.
Durant?
Yes, he could defend.
Yes.
Yes, he
Okay.
could defend.
Okay.
John,
So
what are you drinking,
So
John?
he's going to
Stop
lock
drinking, bro.
Durant up. You're telling me he's going to shot block Durant at the rim. Durant's going to fall on his ass. Is that
Yes.
what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Yes.
Next time we face him, if that actually happens, I will give you a full on, like, bro, you were right. I was wrong.
I
And that
don't
don't
need your
happen,
acceptance. I know what
bro.
I'm talking
Stop.
about, bro. I'm not
No.
looking for your acceptance, bro.
No.
I know what I'm talking about.
Bro, you're saying that an actual top center is not better than a young forward who's good offensively, but still defensively. You're asking him to stop a juggernaut of a center who at 21 already has a full-on NBA physical body.
John. Clowney could play the paint and he could play behind the arc. He beats
Can
him
he
by that alone.
defend Duran is all I asked. And you hesitated, bro. You hesitate for
I
a
never
second.
hesitated. I said yes, he will block
Yeah,
me.
yeah, because you hope that happens, bro. I'm actually looking at logistically. If we had an actual
No,
center
no, no.
or
You're
or a
looking at it from
strong
a
power
casual
forward,
standpoint, bro.
you
Is
could
you're
actually
not gonna
defend him
lock. Oh,
maybe.
nobody's locking no one up to 0 points. The whole thing is that you want to really affect the efficiency. You want Durant to actually to take more shots to actually. Let's say if he's averaging 12 or 16 points a game on, let's say, 10 shot attempts, he needs to get like 17 shot attempts to get that 16 points. That's what you're really trying to do, though. Just make it as hard for them as possible. You're not
That's
locking them
right.
up to 0 points.
Listen, if you're a big man, bro, and you could play behind the arc, and you could play defense, and you could run like a deer, and you could block shots. Come on, bro. Over just being like a Robert Williams, Jalen Durant, just staying in the paint, banging on dudes' paws, and come on, bro. This
Not a
is the
lot of
main
defense
reason
team are
people are
stopping
complaining about
Durant.
Clowney. Like, why don't they leave him in the paint? Well, he's more valuable now because he could shoot. You
Yeah,
can't leave him over.
Clowney still got to get stronger too. I seen him get
You
pushed
That's
by
know?
all
other
I'm
guards.
saying is I expected Klein at 234 this year to be really good defensively, and he's had some good shot blocks, but there's a lot of
Yeah,
games
he's
where
all right.
he's
Listen, give
not
him time. He
guarding
has to get
anybody.
stronger, man. Like
Actually, here's
Clowney
another thing.
was
Wait,
Clowney was
Ice.
20,
Wait, Ice.
22, something. What was his? What
Wait,
was he picked at?
wait.
21, 22?
You probably didn't see the stat a few weeks ago. Nets Kingdom on Twitter. I don't know if you see him or not. They put up a stat of Noah Clowney. He was allowing the sixth worst percentages at the rim. Sixth worst. It was only two behind Jaeger, who's a rookie.
Bro,
At
I've been
234
saying that
pounds,
for the
bro,
last
like that's
year
a
already.
worry.
He has to get stronger. That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
So how's he going to stop Durant, who literally could just moonwalk against him because he's not physically where he should be right now? Clowney has to be way more aggressive on the defensive end for me to say, hey, he can actually
Listen,
block a guy like Durant.
he has to get stronger, man. That's called development.
Exactly.
And
That's all I was saying. That's
in
all I was
time,
saying.
he will get there. Hopefully, hopefully he actually gets there. We don't know defensively, but hopefully he actually really gets there. That he'll get stronger because Claxton was the same thing. I've been calling for him for the last 3 years to get stronger, to get stronger, to get stronger, to get stronger. That's what separates, like when they said there's levels to this. That's one of the like 70-80% of it is just being stronger, being more physical.
Exactly. And Dwabi in the comment section gets it. Listen, I like Clowney too, but the bigs on our team are not going to defensively stop some of the best bigs in the NBA. Like, listen, we could beat up some bad teams, some mismatches, but still, man, like we still lack a true center on this team. Like Clax has now become a pretend point center, but it's like, damn, I actually need a center that can
Listen,
defend
if he can
against the
actually
best
shoot,
bigs.
if he can shoot, man, I mean,
That ain't happening, BK. Come on, that ain't happening. BK can shoot threes in mid range. Come on.
I don't know if that I would say is a 10% probability, but if he can actually get a jump shot, man, like
not happening. We've seen it, BK.
He can wreak some havoc, man, because again, like big guys like Jokic and Joel Embiid, they do not want to guard on the perimeter, man. Trust me. Even a guy like Khalil Ware, I was watching like Khalil Ware, and you look at his build, it's more for today's NBA. And I forgot who they were playing against a year ago, but he didn't want to even go out on the perimeter and just like guard guys on the 3-point line, man. So like these bigs don't want to go out there and guard like perimeter guys. So if Paxton actually gets a jump shot, man, this is what I've been, because I don't know if he's ever going to put on muscle or not, but if he gets a jump shot, oh man, he can wreak havoc, man. Because now you could pull that rim protector out, you could pull a Bam Adebayo out, and they gotta close out on you. If you can hit 7, 8 out of 10 from, let's say, the mid range shot, and then you can go around those guys and dunk the basketball, or get someone to come and help and collapse and then kick it out to like a corner 3-point shooter. So hopefully Clax can actually get a jump shot. That's where his value really is.
I wouldn't count on it, BK. The fact that his assists and free throws are the highest of his career this year, when still mid-range 3-point or not, it's like after 7 years, it's not going to happen right now. I think offensively,
the credit to that, man, and give Claxton, a lot of props for getting into the lab this summer, man. He said he's been working on his game. That's something I've been calling him out for the last couple of years, and he's earned his money, man. He's getting paid like a starting center, play like one, and he's actually really starting to do that somewhat. I'm not saying he's there 100% yet. I would say he's 50-60% there. He's working on his free throws. His free throws actually is getting better. his defense is actually really not that bad. He's not getting pushed around like that.
You guys see him against the best bigs in the NBA. I think tonight he held his own somewhat for sure, but I still have doubts that that's really going to translate in a playoff situation because they're going to go after Claxton a lot, the best bigs, because he's still an undersized big. So yeah, if I want a real point center, I'd let Danny Wolf run the reins and just surround really good wings next to Wolf if he was a starting center on our team. But with Claxton, I just would not say he's a point center. I think he's improved on
that'll
playmaking.
make him win, though.
I
I was
can't
going to do a separate
do
video
it.
on that. You don't want not right now. Next year. Let's see if we can. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, man. We don't want to maybe we could get AJ. It's a gamble. But we can get like another Kareem Lopez, man. Like I was looking at him just now.
Man.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good, man.
That's
if that
to
can
me,
translate. If that can translate into on the NBA level, I mean, I'll take it.
Word. It's not the end all be all, bro. Like,
yeah,
when you trade for your
we
own two
grab,
picks back,
the team goes forward. They keep moving.
Yeah, we keep
You
moving, but we keep moving backwards too, my friend. Like I want to see sustainability.
No,
Where, like,
no,
this
bro.
actually
that's
means
why
something.
I'm not all for the draft, man, because it's such a huge gamble. There's no guarantee that.
Yeah, it may be a gamble, but it's working for teams. We've never done that because our front office never goes that route. Even right now with the five guys we drafted, even with the five guys we drafted, they're not the focal point. The focal point's always going to be established stars, and that can work for some teams, but it hasn't always worked for us.
Oh
if Yegor can get stronger,
that's true, Dice. That's true. It hasn't always worked for us going that route.
He can, if you redo the draft in about 3 or 4 years, and Yegor gets stronger, that's the key thing for him because he's 6'9", and he's playing the point guard position. He would definitely have an advantage there. Like he can definitely draw in a second defender if he can actually get stronger. He's going against like an Anthony Simons or let's say a Jalen Brunson. He's small. He's undersized. He could post him up, back him down somewhat. I mean, that would draw a second defender in there. That's all you really want in basketball is to either score or draw a second defender and kick it out to a 3-point shooter or a cutter.
That's right.
Yeah. So Yegor right now can't do that, but I think in 3 years, if he actually puts on muscle, he can, and he can shoot.
If we're going down, if you're keeping MPJ, you gotta get an established star to play with him to maximize him, or else if he is going to get paid again by us, and we're still trying to build with all these young guys, you're not really going to be contending.
What about if a star does want to come to Brooklyn? He said, you know what, you got Danny Wolf, Clowney, MPJ, Or I mean, you got someone that could take a lot of pressure, because Michael Porter Jr. is doing it in like one dribble, coming off of like pin downs and cuts. He's not like hogging the basketball. I mean, he's just a perfect role player, man. He fits into any offense.
Well, that's the only way you justify keeping him. I've been telling people there's ways to make this work with MPJ, where I will maybe get on board somewhat with that idea, but until then. If there is no star coming here, then you're just going backwards again. So it's like the Nets have to commit to a form direction.
Bro. No,
yes,
it
is, bro. We keep doing this with the stars and not winning. We never develop young players into their full potential. Yes.
No,
why did we develop Cam Thomas? Why did we develop Cam Thomas? We should have made Cam Thomas a 6-man from day one, and he'd be my 6-man right now instead of trade bait. He would be our 6-man instead of trade bait right now.
There's a lot of guys out there that wants to be like I forgot, there was a player on the Orlando Magic right before Paolo Banchero got there. I think it was I forgot his name though, man. But he was like,
you talking about the power forward, that tall kid, the dark skinned kid.
I think it was Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac. Because before him, it was Tobias Harris.
Banchero came. I think they were looking to build around him, but then Paolo came. Now plans change now. So if you're Cam Thomas and now you get AJ on your team, well, you was that guy, but we got somebody that did
wait, BK, when was Cam ever that guy? He was never that guy. He was just fluctuating because he was only guy scoring on our team. So, of course, he had to start. But was it ever like, Cam, you're that guy? Front office never ever gave him that because they should have just made him a 6-man and let him earn that role and get paid. But no, we were fluctuating the roster too damn much.
Yeah, but you're not paying a 6-man $100 million though. That's the thing.
Of course not. But that's why Sean, Cam, and his agent should have done something more realistic.
It all depends on the type of 6-man. Let me not say that. A 6-man, yeah, I would pay him a 6-man $100 million if he can guard and he can defend, but he just can't defend.
Nobody would be paying Cam $100 million.
No, I'm saying if he can guard, he can play defense, but like, you give up so many. You got to help a lot with Cam Thomas, man. Like he doesn't put up any type of physical resistance, like at all. Like he just doesn't. He can't force like guys into like a second, like a counter to him to like a second option, and it's just they if you was to leave him out there like on an island by himself, man, someone like Anthony Edwards would score like 30-something points on like 18 shot attempts, man. That's how bad it would be if you don't send help.
That's why he works as a 6-man, because you can just put the right pieces to protect his weaknesses. But the time is too late right now with Cam. We're already about less than 5 weeks from February 5th, and it's like, damn, if he keeps doing this, maybe you get a 2 seconds for him, something like that.
It's one game, dude. It's one game, man. Are you expecting to go 30 points on this type of efficiency every single night?
I expect us to flip him for something because we're likely not going to re-sign him after he took a qualifying offer. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to maintain 30, 35 points, but he could for the next 5 to 10 games before he might get moved.
He can go. I don't want any more undersized guards, man. I want 6'6", 6'7", man. You got to match up to Jaylen Brown. You see what Jaylen Brown's doing right now?
And why don't you want to aim high for the draft? Because some of these guys are very tall.
That's if we can get them.
No. You want the magic, but you don't want to pull off the illusion to get the magic to work. Stop it.
Jonathan, man, that's if we can get the draft. If the draft was guaranteed, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, but it's not guaranteed.
You got to put yourself in the best position to do so.
The same thing I told you last year. You were saying the same exact thing.
No, I was saying we should do this strategically, and we didn't do it strategically.
I don't like the strategy because there's no guarantee.
We didn't even do the strategy. You actually have to perform a strategy to enact a strategy. We didn't do that. We were winning with Keon Johnson and D'Angelo Russell.
What happened to the Wizards? What happened to the Wizards? They did it strategically and it didn't work.
The Wizards just bad, bro, and the young guys aren't working out whatsoever. That's on them. They have to hope they could get this, but they implement those new things.
No.
The
NBA,
NBA,
we're talking about strategically tanking.
No. Wait.
And they had the worst record. And they didn't get the first pick.
They're the Wizards, bro. They're bottom market team. Okay,
no, exactly.
we actually have a chance to be better than that if we actually do things right, because we always want the market.
And listen, they have the worst record right now, and I don't even think they're going to get the first pick.
They're going to get the fifth pick.
Everybody's thinking.
At the end of the day, if you have the worst record, you get the 5th pick, no less. Which honestly, it's better than being the 9th or 10th pick.
That's not even guaranteed after what happened last year. That's not even guaranteed.
So far, every draft, the worst team now gets the 5th pick. That's just how it's been since they fixed the lottery odds the last 6 years. So
because if the Spurs got the second pick, everybody's like, "Fuck it, we're not gonna tank." Like everybody used to tank. It's whatever happens. You know,
we don't
that's what we're trying to tell you.
They made
the lottery like a raffle system is useless, bro.
You know what's even scarier? The Hawks pick is owed to the Spurs, and the Hawks are now like the 11th or 12th pick right now. So it's like the Spurs could add another topic on top of their crazy young core that they've built right now. Like, you do not want that. That's how the youth beats you right now. You know what would be in the Timberwolves right now? Timberwolves will become an old team right now. Rudy Randall in their 30s, slowing down, not enough gas in the chamber, and you have this young team running and gunning against them. That's how we're beating teams right now, because a lot of these teams have old players. Look at Embiid against Philly, how slow he was on the court. MPJ was running circles around him with a bad back, no less, but Embiid wasn't even running or jogging on that court. We're beating up on old bad teams right now.
But I'm telling you about Atlanta, man. As soon as they let go Trae Young, they're gonna hit another level, bro. They're gonna hit another level, man. They got a good young squad, bro.
They got Jalen Johnson.
Beat the Knicks today, bro.
Jalen Johnson is the future of that team. They have earned earth. Like, that's like their Joker moment right there with Jalen Johnson. Like, you didn't expect it, but you'll take it, because he's not like that young guy for them, that young star. Yeah, so they got that.
I was watching the game. DJ's right about that. Anthony was out there Ant-Man was out there by himself. Nobody else contributed, man.
Because they're getting older on the court, man.
I got like 5 minutes to go here, man, because I gotta get up in the morning.
Wait, DJ's on the panel?
Yeah, man, he's here. Hey, go ahead, DJ. Cook, man. Cook. Yeah, what's your thoughts on tonight's game, man? Like, what did you see? Cam Thomas impact.
Impact.
Yeah, I mean, just go away on the
Yo,
Breezy joint, man.
DJ, we signed a kid to a max extension now.
They were glazing like Dreamers Pro would say. They were glazing honey.
I'm not going too crazy over one game. First of all, Anthony Edwards was out there by himself. Everybody else was just shooting poorly. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the Rudy Gobert factor. We were talking about that.
I mean, Timberwolves got to switch that lineup up, bro. You can't have Rudy on the floor the whole night, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
thank you,
DJ. People are saying that.
I said they should have started Nas Reed like 2 years ago. They should have been starting.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yo, DJ. People are saying the tank's over. That this is gonna win something. Is that true? Are we actually gonna win something right now,
bro? Most of the teams we've been beaten has just been bad teams. Pelicans was hurt. Bucks was hurt.
Philly had Embiid.
Philly had Embiid. Nobody, hold on. Scotty Barnes was shooting poorly, bro. No, he had like 3 points that game. Bro.
They were on a back-to-back.
Hold on, man.
The
Glaze channel, and this is JTV was calling me stupid. He was calling me stupid in the comments when he was saying he was calling me a dumbass or something like that. This is JTV or something like that. He was calling me an idiot.
Yo, so DJ, so some people say now that we got to keep MPJ and Cam because they both score separately. So, like, is that the goal now? These two guys are leading the charge?
So no.
Like, are we going to pay Cam now with less than 5 weeks to go?
Hold on. You can't win like consistently on a consistent basis with shot chokers on your team, bro. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. We need a franchise guy right now. People are saying MPJ's that guy. Cam is the second option. It's like what?
Porter Jr. is like 30.
Now his numbers, he wasn't chucking a lot of shots up because like Cam Thomas' efficiency numbers were pretty bad. I mean, pretty good. I mean, he had 14 shot attempts or something like that on 30 points.
He didn't play for 40 days. Of course he looked the freshest, but he didn't play for 40 days.
That's one game.
The gas right now,
earlier. That's one game.
Yeah.
Nah, and like before you got on here, I was saying the same thing pretty much, man. I mean, is this one
I'm just
game?
saying. I mean, I don't get too hyped up when seeing a team that got 10 wins, bro. Like, I ain't too.
The problem is they're telling us to celebrate this. Like
the Blaze channel, man.
And you gotta look at those 10 wins that we got, bro. Them 10 wins is pure luck, bro. Like,
DJ, they want us to celebrate.
Purely hurt, bro.
DJ, they want us to
celebrate up the lineup, bro.
DJ, they want us to celebrate and praise the wins, but it's like, what are we winning? What have we done
and the
to celebrate?
Garbage, bro.
Like, what am I celebrating right now?
Good team. The Timberwolves is a bad team, bro.
The only positive is the rookies are playing. That's the positive. Everybody else, like, we're building up trade values, but it's like now we're not going to trade him. MPJ, $35 million contract. Cam Thomas, $18, $20 million salary next 3 to 4 years. It's like, what are we doing?
Timberwolves not even making it out the first round this year, bro. Not with Rudy Gobert.
It's just I don't see the strategy with this right now. Like, we're just in the middle. We're gonna have our fun wins, but we're never gonna get away from that. Like that's the problem.
Yeah, before you came on the show, DJ, I was saying with Rudy Gobert out there, it's like playing 5-on-4 basketball, man. You know, like, yeah, it's just that he doesn't give you no offense whatsoever. They don't run no
Rob
plays
Dillingham don't get no burn, bro. That's crazy.
Who?
Rob Dillingham.
Yeah. What about Nas Reed? I mean, they don't run anything for him. They just want him to be out there and just be a catch and shoot.
ISO. That's what they want him to do.
Yeah. Just catch and shoot threes. I'm like, yo, he's a big body, man.
I said the Timberwolves, like, the only success they're gonna have is either go get somebody similar to Cat or just fire Chris Finch, bro.
Yeah, I was just saying that. Fire the coach.
Rudy Gobert, BK.
He's a bad coach.
Yeah,
he's a bad coach.
Because like even I would have
no, Chris Finch is not a bad coach.
Since
I think he's a good coach. It's just he doesn't have much to work with right now.
DJ, I think Ant-Man's leaving in a few years. They have no draft assets.
You can't. I'm not going to blame it all on Chris Finch. He don't have much to work with. You got
they went all in on Root.
Hold on, Jonathan. The team traded away Cat. I mean, what is he supposed to do with that roster, bro?
They traded away. They basically went all in on Randall and Rudy, but it's like Randall gets exposed in the playoffs, and Gobert is not good in the playoffs.
What else did they get, BK? They just got Randall.
Like that's it.
Like with Julius Randle, they didn't really even utilize him correctly. He has some advantages.
Randall is garbage.
Randall had his best game against the Lakers.
Randall is not that guy, bro.
Randall had his best game against the Lakers because they were undersized.
His team, he had advantages where he can actually, like, because Clowney can't guard him like physically 1-on-1. You know, I'm like, yo, like, why are you having Julius
Now,
Randle?
Randall takes some bad shots, BK. He falls too much with that 3-point shot of his
No,
that
but
doesn't
that
do
could be a
much.
coaching thing too, man. That's what the coach probably
Nah.
wants.
No, well, you want Julius Randle to shoot 3 instead of bullying? Come on,
No,
BK.
I said he
That's
should.
lazy on
Yes,
his part.
because you know why? You know why, John? Because their system was fit around a player like Cat. Remember, they was shot
Right,
taking
because
threes
he
when
shoots
Cat was on that,
threes.
bro.
Right, right.
That's why they
And,
were so
and remember
successful.
they made Ant-Man last year do
They almost
Towns'
made it to.
role and be the
Y'all
star?
not remember, bro? Cat
Yeah.
and Ant-Man got that team over to the finals, bro.
I don't.
They won
Yeah,
the
I don't
Western
see.
Conference Finals. They
I don't
almost
see
made
this
it to the
team.
finals, bro.
I don't see this team
All right.
doing it a fourth time, man. Especially against OKC, Rockets, Denver. Like if this team can't beat us, what makes you think they're going to beat those 3 teams?
Well,
I
let's
think
be
Ant-Man is
real.
asking out
They were
soon.
shooting poorly tonight, and Anthony Edwards is out there by himself, bro. If I'm
Yeah.
Ant-Man, request a trade, bro.
They have no pick. They have no picks to boost up this
I'm
roster. You
serious,
went
BK.
all.
I was watching it. Got the game on right. Yo, Ant-Man
I
need to
know
get out of there, bro.
nobody was playing hard. I'm like, oh my
I'm like,
god,
yo, what is Randall?
offense
Yo,
was bad. Like nobody's moving the
Rudy is
basketball.
supposed to be taking advantage, bro. He not doing nothing on the court, bro.
Rudy
Rudy
Gobert is so bad in the playoffs,
That's
DJ.
what I'm
Like
saying.
he
No,
just
because I
gets so
think
bad.
they're not even like running any. Because like I think with Rudy Gobert, if you're not touching the basketball, you're not really interested. You're not like you play with guys like don't want to pass the ball. You know, they take bad shots, and it's like, man, you're not even really.
I'm telling
like,
you, BK, these teams that be contending, bro, they do not be playing hard when they go against bad teams, bro. They just
no,
be
they
looking
don't. That's
lazy
what I
out
was
there,
saying.
bro.
What I said all this before when I started the show.
Wide
I was
open.
like,
Look, another Michael Porter Jr. wide open shot, bro. Nasty work. Like,
yeah, man.
what is
Oh yeah,
this, bro?
let me get on up out of here. I'll be on tonight, man. I gotta get
Teams
up
are
at like
terrible,
8:30 in the morning.
This era is
I gotta
soft,
get some
bro.
sleep. But
We got
definitely-
people drinking the Kool-Aid in Brooklyn Nets universe, and I like some of you guys.
they
John,
You're like
there's
my
so many
friends,
wide
bro.
they
open
drinking
shots
the
watching
Kool-Aid
right
on the
now, bro.
Glaze channel, man. This is JTV or something like that, trying to take shots
Timberwolves
at
didn't
me.
win the game, bro. They wasn't
Nah,
playing
the
hard.
problem, DJ, is people think that this current roster is going to get us to a championship contendership, and it's like, how?
Nah.
10 wins. What are they
I
watching?
know. And then people are saying that MPJs are Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has a first place like 3 seasons. We're in the
I
12th
think a
place.
38-year-old Kevin Durant is more like athletic and explosive than Michael Porter Jr. right
Man,
now.
I'm taking Kevin Durant all day. I
Well,
don't care if Kevin
you're
Durant was
so
50,
funny,
bro.
BK.
Take
You
Kevin
said
Durant, bro.
MPJ matters more than age, and now you're saying a
I said
38-year-old
he's
Kevin Durant
more
matters more than
valuable.
MPJ.
He's
Yo,
valuable.
wait, DJ's got a quick with DJ. He told me that Agent
Yo, your
Bonsa
Michael Porter
has no
Jr. take
fit
be
on this
bad,
team right
BK,
now.
bro.
He said,
No,
no,
I
wait,
didn't say he was
no,
better.
you said that.
In terms of how he fits,
Valuable where? How is he more valuable?
because he can hit threes and he's
Hit
not
threes. That's all he
ball-centric.
can do. What are you talking
Exactly.
about?
Wait, DJ. He said
He's a
Agent
shot
Bonsa
chucker,
has
bro.
no
You
fit.
talking about AJ DeBonster? Are we talking
He
about
said,
AJ DeBonster, the man that can
I
score in a
know
variety
he's
of
good.
ways, bro?
Y'all guys don't get it. Listen
oh
to what
no,
I'm saying.
apparently he doesn't have a role on different teams, DJ. Apparently AJ doesn't have a role.
DJ, does AJ DeBonster fit? Who fits more on, like, let's say OKC as currently constructed? Michael Porter Jr.
AJ,
or
because he
AJ
can score.
DeBonster?
Hold on. AJ, you know why? Because he can do a variety of things, bro.
Thank you, DJ. Like, this is crazy. Like, we're saying a guy with 3 back surgeries is more valuable than AJ DeBonster.
John, I got him right here. Hold on.
Williams. They got
Jalen
Williams. They got
bro. I got him right here. BK, hold on.
Shea.
BK, so
there's
Michael
only
Porter
so much
Jr.
basketball to go around.
BK, I know what you mean, BK. I know what you mean.
I don't know what he means. This guy is
so
going
you're
back
saying
and
because
forth.
there's one basketball. So what makes you think that if Michael Porter Jr. was over there, he's gonna be doing the same thing on the Nets?
No, I'm saying, and just in terms of being able to
he wasn't even doing that in Denver.
BK, the same stuff you're saying about MPJ said about Cam Johnson. He spaced the floor. He's not a star, but he's a great role player.
Hold on.
BK,
no, he's not. He's having 11 points for the Nuggets. There you go.
He's a third. Oh my gosh, man. He's gonna be
no,
playing.
Actually, no. Credit to Cam Johnson. He has been playing good as of late.
Yeah.
Before the injury, but he's definitely averaging lower than what his
going
career
off the
averages
beginning
are.
of the season.
But you got Aaron Gordon, you got Jokic, you got
Aaron Gordon hasn't really been there though, so you can't.
Yeah, I know.
DJ,
he's gonna touch the ball first over like Cam Johnson.
DJ, he said a young star with loads of potential that hasn't even hit 20 years old has no role on different teams.
I got
like
a question for him.
You gotta go to the Glaze channel, man. You gotta go to the Glaze channel over there, man. You know.
So BK, so you're gonna take a guy that can only score one way on a contending team?
No. I'm saying like a guy that doesn't need the basketball that can give you 19 points a game is definitely more valuable than a guy who actually needs the ball.
He doesn't need the ball. You're lying,
AJ
bro. You don't watch
DeBosa
AJ,
is
bro.
athletic. He can score in a variety of ways. Plays defense.
Hold on.
You say he can score like you say he can
right?
actually score like
I
a
thought you knew
Michael Porter Jr.
basketball.
man.
Hold on. If you building a contending team, right, and you got a guy that can score.
No, if you have a contending team, I'm not saying building a contending team. That's different.
You just said keep MPJ. You just said keep
MPJ. Building a contending team. I'm taking
OKC.
I'm saying
you said OKC. You brought that up.
BK, you said keep this roster as is because we're going to contend for something. Did you not say that? Because now you're saying, we're not.
What I'm saying is that if
BK, you said you put him on OKC. You brought up the Thunder, bro.
He fits more. Yeah. He would definitely fit more.
And you just said a 30-year-old Kevin Durant is more valuable than MPJ. So
no, he wouldn't, because you know why? If you put AJ on that team, they're gonna ask AJ to go out there and play defense. He could do a variety of things. All MPJ gonna do is shot chuck and not pass.
He's not shot chucking. He's not just dribbling the ball like 5 or 6 times and throwing up shots. He's not chucking shots.
DJ, who on this team?
Did you watch him in Denver, bro? He was shot chucking his last 2 years.
He's not doing that now. We're talking about
that's
now.
on a bad team, bro. Of course he's
talking about now. He's not.
CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum is pushing 40, and look what he's doing on the Wizards. The hell is your point, bro?
DJ, the point is this is short-term gains keeping MPJ.
Every time somebody walks through that Brooklyn Nets building or got that Nets jersey on, they get hyped up, bro. Mediocre. Like, come on, bro.
Yo, DJ, there was somebody on Twitter that said Michael Porter Jr. is our version of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, man.
Glazing mediocrity, bro.
Man, that's one guy, man. I'm not great. Yo, oh my God. All right, let me wrap this up, man.
You know how many good players? You know how many players look good on bad teams?
BK, you cannot say AJ DeBosa has no place in the NBA. Yes, you did. You said he don't fit on teams. You said that. Record.
Jonathan, I got him right here. Chris Middleton is looking good on the Wizards right now, bro. And he's washed.
That's MPJ in 5 years, bro. If his back gives out. If people don't realize
what are you talking about right now, BK?
So what happen at any point, man? You never know.
Then why are we going to give this guy $4 million to come back?
Everybody, bro.
People don't realize how much.
Player one just checks you right now, though. DJ, he got you there.
Oh my God! Here we go, DJ.
So wait, hold on. So y'all don't think he was shot chucking a lot of those games?
You know how many crazy shots MPJ's taking that somehow go in the hoop?
Well,
I didn't say every game. I said a lot.
The key thing is that he's doing it on good efficiency. He's not taking 30 to 35 shots a game.
Bro, that's 25. Yo, BK, again, how many times have you seen players do this on bad teams, bro?
Efficiency has nothing to do with the team you play on, man.
BK, again, bro. We started with Mikal Bridges. What are you talking about?
Same thing like Mikal Bridges. Why do you think Mikal Bridges went for them picks for?
Oh my gosh!
Because the Knicks, bro, that's not gonna happen again, bro. That's because Jalen Brunson won it.
No,
BK was the same guy that said efficient.
No, it wasn't, bro. Hold on. No team. First of all, you're lying, BK. Because you know why? The Knicks is the only one that called on for him, bro. Let's be real.
There's a lot of teams that want to take him. They weren't offering 5 picks. They were offering 2. They were offering.
I'm saying no. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying the Knicks is the only team that offered those 5 picks, bro. That's only because Jalen Brunson wanted.
There was other teams that was good. That was one of the 2 draft picks.
Yes, but they wasn't offering the same as what the Knicks.
And I'm not saying Mikal Bridges. Like I was saying, all right, we was
lying, bro. You just lying, bro.
I can't believe you say AJ DeBosa has no place in the NBA. Like BK.
Hold on. Who's more valuable to a team right now? Like, even though, let's say, Mikal Bridges or Cam Thomas, even though Cam Thomas is a better player than Mikal Bridges, who's more valuable?
Yo, DJ, he's so diverting from the conversation.
Why is that?
He's so diverting.
Because I think his defense and his rebounding and his playmaking supersedes that.
Thank you.
So that's your point. What point was you? What player are you talking about?
I'm saying in terms of like Michael Porter Jr., he doesn't need the ball in his hands to give you like 18, 19 points a game. He's not out there.
You can say, okay, hold on. I got you right here. Cool. I said I agree with that, bro. I'm saying if you put AJ on that team, he fits better because of that system that they run.
We know.
Exactly.
The thing is that he made. I'm just giving an example.
What are they? Hold on. So tell me how the OKC. Hold on, BK. Real quick. Hold on. Forget OKC. Let's use Orlando. How does OKC run their offense? Tell me right now. How do they all run their offense?
They run their offense through Shea, right? Yeah.
Touche, and who else? Who's the second option?
Jalen Williams.
Right. Okay. No. Well, be prior to Jalen Williams because he just came back. But who was their second option?
They was it Chet Holmgren or something like that?
Yes. And then who was their third option, bro? When Chet was there? I
don't know. I don't really watch them like that. I know. They
okay, fine. Okay, cool. So their third option was Isaiah how you say it? Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hartenstein?
Yeah,
but he's not. Yeah, all right. He's not a high percentage like.
And you know what he did, bro? You know what he did? Rim run, get to the paint, shoot the little hook shot. The way they run their offense, bro,
that's playing a role though.
Like you can throw Kevin Durant on there, bro. You can throw LeBron on there. Like you can throw anybody on that team, bro. They're still gonna be winning games, bro.
All right. What about Orlando?
You put AJ on the team.
What about Orlando? When AJ on the team, Paolo Banchero. Like Paolo Banchero's like 6'10", 250.
Yeah, but his role. That's what I'm saying, BK. Their role will change though. So you put AJ. Say if you put AJ over there, right? His role will change. They're not gonna ask him to have the ball in his hands. Bro.
Thank you.
They're gonna ask him.
We don't know if he can actually do that
and
yet
rebound,
because he's
bro.
so used to having the ball in his hands and so used to being that guy.
Okay,
like,
you put hold on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Michael Jr. is better than AJ.
Yeah, you said that. You said there's no place in the NBA. Stop the lies, BK. Stop the lies. You chose your direction. No, don't defend him. I don't protect him from this BS. His own BS. He said MPJ has placed on more teams than AJ DeBosa does, which is asinine because AJ will be in the NBA long term more than MPJ. MPJ might be in the next 5 or 10 years.
But
maybe not.
That doesn't equate to him being better though.
I didn't say he was better. I said more valuable.
Hold on. Anybody with a brain knows AJ is far better than Michael Porter Jr. Bro.
We know that already. Yeah.
No, you didn't say that. You said MPJ is more valuable than AJ.
BK, hold on. I do got
there's no explanations. I heard you loud and clear.
Jonathan, I got to defend BK there, bro. Because first of all, these Nets fans is getting way too hyped up and gassed up about Michael Porter Jr. when he scored.
I know, DJ. I was debating them all night about this.
Bro scores one way. We've seen this. Like y'all acting like this is new. We've seen this with Denver, bro. Remember when he won the championship?
Like
he was doing the exact same thing, bro.
The argument was that
the only difference is the points. That's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah. The argument, it wasn't that he's like the franchise player. What we're saying is that for what he's doing, he fits the team. That it's not going to hold the team back. A lot of different
teams.
Like we're not saying
that. Say that even when he was on Denver. Hold on. Everybody knows he fits a lot of teams when he was on Denver. That doesn't
right.
No, even now.
Right. That's what we're saying.
He's not shot chucking. It's actually really on good efficiency, and he's not taking 5 dribbles to actually score.
Like he's not getting in the way.
But you're saying it as if it's something new, bro. He's been doing the same thing.
No, I know that.
Now
I'm just saying.
Hold on. You want to know the
difference?
difference? Okay, I got you right here. Hold on. You want to know the difference is, bro? The difference is that Jokic is not over here. Jamal Murray's not here. Aaron Gordon's not here. He's the only player here, bro. So of course he's gonna look better.
That's why he's being the number one option. It's a temporary thing.
It's how he's actually doing it, man. He's
bro.
Not
it's the exact. BK, do you not understand the concept of the exact same thing, bro?
He's doing exactly what DJ's saying. One dribble shots. Hold on,
Jonathan. I got him right here. BK, I got you right here. How many dribbles did he take in Denver?
I don't know. I gotta go look those up.
It's the exact same. What are you talking about?
Exactly. 1-2 dribble. When does MPJ ever dribble the ball in the court unless he has a dunk opportunity?
Oh my God. He's never watched. I'm telling you, Jonathan, he don't watch basketball.
DJ, listen, I'm not trying to be mad at the Brooklyn base, but you people are telling me I have to accept and be happy.
Basketball, bro.
MPJ is the franchise guy and that the young guys are supporting characters. That's not a rebuild. That's trying to be in the middle.
He does, bro. It gets proven that they don't watch other games, bro.
Ah, man, it's just I want better for the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm being forced to accept
here locked in every night to the Nets.
So you're gonna blame the whole reason why the Denver Nuggets didn't actually win a championship? You're gonna blame that all on Michael Porter Jr. DJ?
He's not saying that. He's talking about his role. He's talking about his role. He's not saying he's a bad piece. It's his role.
You got hard. Hold on, Jonathan. Who said that, bro?
You saying that?
He never
say that. Them words did not come out of my mouth just now, bro.
This is what he always does, DJ. I can't, man.
It's that losing is a team thing. It's not just a
I
one
never said
individual
that, bro.
winner.
Where are you getting this from, bro?
Then why are you saying Ben Simmons was the guy that's going to lead us to a championship?
Yo, let me get out of
Oh,
here.
If it's
God.
you said a fisherman was going to lead us to a title.
John,
comments.
Yeah, guys, you got to shut the show down, guys.
Now he
you
want to end the
said,
stream
bro,
after he just lied on me, bro.
when
I
you
never
share-
said that, bro. I never said it was Michael Porter Jr.'s fault.
So why? All right. So, but you're saying like, oh, it's Denver. It's Denver. Yeah, he's one guy.
No, what I said. This
And
how you
he has
don't
a
listen,
bad
bro.
start. I mean, come on.
I said this is what I said, bro. I said the reason why his points look like this is because Jokic is not there. Aaron Gordon's not here. Jamal Murray's not here.
But all I'm saying is the way
So if
he's
there's one basketball,
scoring.
that's what I'm saying, BK. If there's one basketball, like you say, and the offense is being run through him, of course he's gonna average more points.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, he was averaging 19. Now he's up to like 25. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, man. That's the thing.
I mean, it does make a difference.
What, 6 points?
Yeah, that makes a difference.
All right.
At the end of the day, MPJ fits long term as a third option,
more
not a
in that
one
way,
or two guy.
Okay, cool.
That's not.
If you want to say,
sustainable.
the reason why Denver lost, I never brought up any reason of why Denver lost. The only reason why Denver lost is because of the fact that nobody was hitting shots except for probably Jokic and Jamal Murray, really.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, all right. And then exactly, Aaron Gordon it's not the same.
Well, Aaron Gordon, all right. Aaron Gordon was shooting 35. Okay,
yeah.
If you want to say he was hitting shots, okay, cool. But I mean, nobody else could score any other way except for probably Jamal Murray and Jokic, bro. And Michael Porter Jr. and Jokic was beefing, so of course he was gonna be gone.
Yeah, but then you look at like how they use how Jordi Fernandez is actually utilizing him. But I think Michael Porter Jr. was like when I was watching Denver, he was just sitting in the corners and hitting threes.
And he still does some of that in his game where I've seen. Yes, he goes to the interior a bit more because he has to be number one option, but still.
He talked about that on his podcast about how he was just checked out mentally, bro.
Yeah.
Like him and Jokic was not cool with each other, bro. Like Jokic did not like him.
That's why it's really so hard to win, man, because not everybody's going to be on the same page, man.
Well, that's just it, though.
Well, that's his. Hold on, you can't blame that on Jokic either, though. That's Michael Porter Jr.
No, I'm not saying he's not to blame or anything like that. There's
hit your shots, bro. You wide open, butt naked, bro. You not hitting your shots. Why?
That's true too. I agree. Yeah,
bro, shooting under 30%, bro. Come on now.
Now, the front office and the coach need to figure out how to fix the situation because having the 10th or 11th odds with this is not going to get you.
Let that shit go.
Bro, it's the future of the team. I got people telling me. Wait. I got people on the show telling me MPJ matters more than AJ DeBosa. Longevity? Seriously, is longevity?
I think you made that shit up yourself,
do you agree with that? All right,
that's what BK said.
On this team,
BK said MPJ is more important than AJ DeBosa.
AJ DeBosa would be more valuable. I'm just saying.
You didn't say that.
Oh gosh. Your boy Jonathan's like he's drunk.
No, BK, you're fibbing again, BK. You're fibbing, just like you were fibbing about Simmons and everybody else.
I said on most teams, let's say a championship team, that Michael
Player
Porter
one,
Jr.
nobody is doubling. You acting like Michael Porter Jr. is being doubled every night out here, bro. He's not being doubled or nothing, bro.
Nah, that's not what he meant. What he meant is what he's bringing right now is hard to replace. If you replace him right now, because hold on, John, don't talk.
No, it's not. Hold on. I can name a lot of
how many
players
third options we can find to do this right now temporarily? Not the crazy numbers, but be a third option to be pretend first option.
There's a lot of don't lie, bro. There's a lot of players in the league that's doing what he's doing right now. Bro.
Yeah, but you gotta consider the other things, the intangibles. Let's say if you replace him and you get somebody from outside, it's gonna take him time to get his ego out the way and let the young guy shine. It's going to take him time to get adjusted to the way we play. It's going to take him time to be a leader. You understand what I'm saying? Like what MPJ is bringing, he's not getting in the way of the rookies. You understand? He's playing his game. He's getting everybody
involved. Playing like he want to get out of here, bro.
No,
he want to get paid. He want to boost that financial social security number.
I'm explaining myself.
How you know, bro?
Because
how you know he want to stay here?
But let me talk. If you're going to let me talk, I'll explain myself. If it was a guy who didn't give a fuck, he'll be a guy that won't be passing the ball. He'll be like, it's only about me. But he's not doing that. It means he's responsible. He's taking care of the young guys.
That's
and
not true. That increases your trade value, though.
Listen, I just think unless you're getting a franchise guy this summer,
So what's your point?
keep him.
By
But if
not
not,
passing
keeping
the
him.
ball, that decreases your value, bro. By passing the
No,
ball, that increases your value.
my point is that it's hard to replace someone like that because somebody's gonna come in
Yeah,
there
I've
with the
seen plenty of
ego
players like
It's
fucking
that
not
come in,
hard
Kobe.
to
bro.
make temporary options, top options, or rebuilding
These
team.
niggas acting like Michael Porter Jr. is like one of a kind,
Like a
bro.
lot of teams have shown they can do that. We've
Nobody's
shown we
acting
can
like
do that.
nothing. I think you're making that shit up in your head. But
And,
like
I've
I'm
seen
saying,
I've seen hundred
and for
thousands of
BK to
players
say
like
that
him, bro.
MPJ is more valuable than AJ long term, BK, you just don't watch college
I
ball, man.
said on a championship rosters, man.
Nah, you said he won't fit on
Championship
different
rosters.
teams. You said AJ won't fit on different teams.
DeBonster, bro. He is a better defender, better rebounder, and he's consistent.
No, I'm talking about.
Have you seen Michael Porter Jr. in the playoffs, bro?
He looks at scouting reports. Remember, it's all about
BK, hold on,
That guy's
John.
be watching too much like Baller's Life. I mean, like
no, we don't. Stop saying we watch things that we don't watch.
You
Stop.
listen
We
to
actually
Baller's
look
Life,
up
bro.
information. Come
You
on.
watch Nets channels, bro. You don't know basketball, bro.
Okay. All right, I don't know basketball. You're right, DJ. All right, you're right.
I mean, you were a Ben Simmons guy. I mean, I have to question your IQ every time.
Let me wrap this up.
You watched about like 6 games of the Lakers. You trying to tell me how the Lakers play,
guy, man. He's taking shots at me.
BK, I'm gonna take another 6-month break because you'll be bringing too much casual shit here, man.
There's no casual shit. Everything there's no casual stuff. You don't want to hear it.
Who even is you, bro?
Like you guys thinking MPJ's a franchise guy, man. Like, what are we talking about here?
Nah, come on. I need more logical minds on the show, man.
Bro.
Don't abandon me, man. I need more logical minds on the show.
No, BK, you said AJ Bonson is less valuable than Michael Porter Jr. You said that.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you said that.
I said
shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up and take your ass to sleep, you bitch ass nigga. Don't talk to me like that, nigga.
In a bunch, nigga. Stop crying.
Nigga, I'll fucking hang you, nigga. Shut the fuck up, you bitch ass.
Hold on, man. It's Christmas. It's Christmas,
your
man.
Autographs,
nah, this dick sucking nigga coming in here thinking
you dick sucking Michael Porter Jr. Get off your knees, bro.
Up, you fucking
Blazing
faggot.
ass
Shut
nigga.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck
up, bro.
Shut the fuck up, you bitch ass
crying
nigga.
about the Nets, bro. You stay crying about the Nets, Stop crying about the Nets, bro.
Shut the fuck up, you bitch
crying.
ass
Look
nigga.
at him crying.
Take your ass to sleep. Take your ass to sleep, you bitch ass nigga.
Oh man.
I don't know why this monkey's coming up here talking like he's the bitch ass nigga will get his fucking
come on. Let's chill.
That nigga always coming in here like a woman, like a contrarian, always mad about something. Always mad about something. He look like he needs some dick in his mouth. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. I'll put my dick in your mom's mouth and all that shit. Fuck up.
Yeah, I want us to all get along, man. It's New Year's. It's true. He's it's New Year's, man. Yo, all right, let's just chill out, man. All right, let me end this.
Yo, DJ, make sure you swallow. And tell your mom. I tell her to swallow too. You bitch ass nigga. Fuck out of here, you fucking monkey ass nigga.
Yeah, I just knocked the show's rating down from like a PG-13 to like a R-rated joint.
Watch him come next time with that negative shit like a bitch.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying, man. Like, they think I'm talking about like MPJ's better than AJ. It's not. I'm not saying he's better. I'm talking about value.
Niggas crying, bro. Nobody was talking to this.
You mad? You mad? You mad?
I wasn't mad at all. You start coming at me and John when nobody was even talking to you, bro. You started to BK. Who
you mad?
Who even is you, bro?
You mad?
I ain't mad about the Nets, bro. I don't feel like the Nets, bro.
You
crying about the Nets. You crying about Michael Porter Jr., bro. We having a one-on-one discussion to BK, and you chime in talking about casuals.
You mad? You definitely mad.
Because of our opinion,
definitely
bro.
Mad.
You salty as hell.
You mad? You definitely mad.
All right, come on. Y'all value both of you guys, man. Let's just chill.
BK, that's crazy though, because we wasn't even talking to this man, bro.
Nah, he was defending. No, I mean, he was defending me. You and Jonathan was twisting my words around. Jonathan was twisting my words around, and Ice was defending what I was actually trying to say. Now, valuable doesn't mean that you're better, right? You just have a certain.
That's all John was saying, bro. Like, how you getting mad at John's
opinion? That's all I was saying. And Jonathan, and you was calling me a casual too, though, DJ. I'm like, hold on.
As soon as I call him a casual, he start having a period. And he never in here. He's always sucking dick, always being negative.
Wait, hold on. I be in here more than you do. What the fuck?
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. You don't have a life.
All right. Come on.
You still talking to me? Why are you still talking to me, bro?
Suck a dick, you fucking faggot.
All right, let me wrap
Who's
this
the
up,
faggot,
man. For YouTube
You got
Niggas
your
came in
man's
here with
working.
that
You
attitude,
just sucking
bro.
on BK
like,
the whole
comment,
stream, bro. I didn't
subscribe.
hear you.
Yo,
You
share the
playing.
show. It be getting wild in here, man.
Sound gay
Watch
as
next
hell,
time he
nigga.
come
You
in
start
here, he's
bringing
gonna
gay.
come in with his
Yo, look how
period with that